Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back with another Sold Out Live, Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday, midweek. Man, y'all turn up, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm Jeremy Jones. I make content about sneakers. This is the official podcast with me and my homie. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo,
Go ahead, do your thing.
what's going on, everybody? You guys know me, man. It's me, Dub Dunks. Here with Jeremy, man. Ready to do it. Pretty curious on this authenticator uh job that's now being open. Shit, maybe a couple people can apply it. After we hear some details.
Now, basically, right? So y'all smash the like button, subscribe, man. If y'all feeling y'all the audio, making sure everything's good and making sure the visual it's looking good on our end. Y'all let me know if it's sounding good on y'all end, man. But basically, just like Dunk says, this is basically I found an article. Apparently, it's not that old, it's from last year, but it's basically how to be a sneaker authenticator. I found the article and the inspiration behind this because, like I tell you guys, me and Dunks pretty much talk around the clock now, especially more since we've been doing these podcasts and these lives, man. So, long story short, as this is before the shock drop, by the way. If you caught a W on the yellow toes, salute to you. And hopefully everybody who wanted the joints, but if not, there will be another chance because they're coming on the 24th. From what I remember, right? I think they're coming on the 24th. So if you didn't hit today, like the kid, don't feel too bad, man, because you definitely will get another chance. Now, I say all that to say, me and Dunks was basically talking earlier, was like, yo, I think, right? I brought this up. Somehow we were talking, I know what it was. Dunk sent me like a random, like he always sent me random information about like some people selling stuff in his area, right? And so we brought up how we could just tell off rip these were suspect, right? I ain't gonna say they was fake, but I know Dunks will flat out say what it is. But it was questionable. We can agree on that. It was questionable,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So I was like, man, you know what? I went down that whole rabbit hole of like sneaker talk used to be very helpful. If y'all been in the game for a while, sneaker talk, it used to be a website that literally people would just literally get on there and talk. This is before like the super other major social medias took off. So I don't even think it's really a thing anymore. It doesn't really come up, but I use sneaker talk to use for like just a lot of great like information in general. So that brought up this whole authentication thing. And I'm like, you know what? And we're gonna dissect this, right? And I found the article like I was saying, but I told Dunks, I was like, man, Nike should really at this point, there's no stopping the resale market. I mean, they're trying to combat it with like just putting out multiple pairs back to back to back, which semi working, right? Slightly. You know what I'm saying? But they're not, but when that heat come, like the Travises and obviously what off white, that's where they really need to take, things a little bit step further as far as bot protection. Now I saw Manny, you commented earlier with Rachel, you was like, yo, Nike need to stop being cheap and put up, more bag towards the authentication. Y'all know I read the chat. When I tell y'all I read all my comments, I read them all to the best of my ability, man.
Oh yeah.
And but I was like, man, he got a point. And so then I was like, okay, this authentication thing, right? It's funny. I'm like, Nike should probably be more hands-on. Now we've heard rumors of them throwing like goat them pairs and Flight Club pairs, which is basically GOAT. I've heard that there's like a silent partner with them, right? But I'm saying like if y'all going that in depth, in my opinion, GOAT has the higher prices on the resale market off rip. You know what I'm saying? Even if you compare them with most of the shoes, like the hype shoes and just shoes in general, I've always found them cheaper on eBay. And then of course you go on StockX, you see what it is. But I feel like if Nike's going to be working with people like that, why not go ahead and put out a statement where it's like, okay, cool. This is like a list of like trusted reseller companies that, hey, it's if you buy from here, you're just as good. But that's what they can charge whatever they want for it, but because they do that already. But why not go and say like this is a list of approved authenticators? They've been trained by us to know what we got now, something like that. And I mean, because they already technically getting a cut of the sales anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing is like, y'all, it's not like we don't know. We see all the backdooring. And that's my thing too. And especially if they're going to go ahead and backdoor like that, I feel like why not just go ahead? No, I'm not saying Goat and Flight Club is backdooring, but just these other companies who claim to do all these
Yeah.
rappers whenever you ain't got a chance to hit to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on those off white green sparks. You know what I'm saying? Like those majority of the pairs we can argue, even though Manny with the kicks got a pair, but he paid resale for his.
Yeah.
Um, we can argue like, yo, majority of those pairs were most likely backdoored, and it's not
Oh yeah.
if we know, ain't no way. Maybe the tip top guy at the tip top of Nike that's collecting the bag off top and pairing everybody underneath.
Mm,
Maybe he or she doesn't know, but Nike as a whole in general has to know. Like they should have a whole department dedicated to that. And then my thing
yeah.
is this: you're not saying nothing against certain companies who's reselling these shoes. So why not? And we alleged that you are silent partners with GOAT and Flight Club. So why not just go and say like this is an approved reseller thing? They don't have to say we throw them pairs, but they can say like they've been trained, put it in writing or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's just my thing. And I'm gonna pull up this article because I always I did do a video on how to become an authenticator at like StockX. I actually seen some of the job listings and stuff like that. Of how you can actually apply and be hired. But I'm assuming
Mm,
this is an article I found where it's covering multiple ones. In fact, in the article, I got a glimpse on it. I'm gonna read over it for the most part. I'm gonna at least hit the hot spots. But one of the things that stood out to me is um the person on the like head of the authenticator team for GOAT. It said that that's how he got into pretty much help building the GOAT brand because GOAT it's not new, but it's not completely old either. But he said that's why he got into it because he got scammed. They didn't put out there where he got scammed from another secondary market of some sneakers, and that's what made him get into it. As far as like legit checking sneakers, so I'm like, okay, cool. This is somewhat kind of interesting. So I'm gonna share my screen in just a second, but I do want to touch the chat real quick, and then we just gonna keep diving in, man. Kwame said, "What's good, everybody?" Mr. 314 in the building says, "Good morning, cousin Skippy. More like good evening, but I'll let you have it depending on where you at, right?" Okay. Jeremy Johnson says, "Yo, Manuel Kick says, what it looked like, chat." Also, by the way, before I get too deep, what was on feet today? Everybody, y'all sign off in the chat as well. To me, what did I rock today? I rocked those Yeezy Belugas. Yep, I rocked there with the reflective joint. What you have on feet today?
Oh, work vans. I was at work all day.
Yeah, me too. But sometimes I kind of switch it up a little bit. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
y'all sign off in the chat what y'all had on feet. Jeremy Johnson says, I was taking a shower during a taxi shot drop. I was sick to pull out. I had a sick that was a sick pull that was a sick pill to swallow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That random shot drop. It's a good thing and a bad thing, a gift and a curse. The best way to look at it, man.
Yeah.
Manny with the kick says RP PNB Rock, man. Yeah, most definitely, man. RIP for PNB Rock, man.
We just we just covered death last week,
Yeah,
man.
we just literally covered
Like I
that.
said, that just
Yeah,
goes to say that death has no race, gender, name, color. If they
and
want you, it's gonna
and
come get you.
and or time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Your
and
moment
it's
could be.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate how these three people in this past 2 weeks, how they succumb to their, to losing their life. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's just all three just being
yeah,
in the wrong place at the wrong time.
yeah, and that's the luck of the draw. Not like I don't really want to get too deep into that one on that one,
Yeah,
but uh, it's just unfortunate, man.
and now you're starting to see, uh, especially all the local people and just everybody now is just starting to say, unless you got business in LA, there's no reason for you to be there, especially as like a rapper and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Like if you don't, I'll say this because I know they used to have a whole thing where like you got to check in and come here and come there, this that, and the third. My
Where'd that
thing
ever even come from? I mean,
that started from over there and that whole like
yeah, but I just want to know like who made that a rule for people to have to, like I say, what, check in. I mean, if anybody from the chat is in LA or from LA, maybe you guys could break it down a little more. But
I think what it is one of those, if you get a little too flashy on the internet, or you're a newly signed rapper, or even a just well known like artist, and you're the
hmm
type where you floss a lot of stuff and you do that
yeah,
because
and PNP Rock was known for that.
I'm just saying it's one of those. If you look like of wealth too much and you're kind of somewhat known, they're gonna think that, what I'm saying, whether this just part of
They're
their
gonna try
job.
you.
Yeah, part of it is, a lot of it is, to be honest, a lot of part of their jobs. Like me, I be careful of what I have when I go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because I already know I'm drawing enough attention. I don't want to stand out too more than I have to. And if I do put all my jewelry on and drip all the way fully out, I'm usually around, which it can be your family too, but I usually do it around people I've been around where I feel like, okay, cool, they ain't, even if they is hating on me, they'll tell me straight to my face and we can argue and laugh about it afterwards.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
hmm
most definitely. But let me get back to the chat. Visualize says W on the taxis. Taxi ones are right. Okay, that's what's up. Salute. Congrats. Says
Congrats.
congrats. Visual from Manny. Soldier Dad in the building says it gets worse. Visualize says yes, sir. Manny 100. Dunks was good. We got Jeremy Johnson in the building says Yee. Peace to Jeremy and Dunks. Most definitely. What up, Deacon of
Sure.
Reality?
What's up? What's
Um,
up, G?
Visualize says, what's good? Duncan of Reality. Deacon of Reality says, peace to the chat. Soldier Dad says, I want them Jordan 37 hairs. May have to check those out. I ain't know about those.
hmm
Manny with a kick says, pretty smooth cop on sneakers app, and I got my W on lunchtime. Probably nobody was ready for the shot. Yeah, exactly. Nobody was ready. And I know when I send it to Dunks, I know he wasn't ready.
Yeah, and that's funny, Manny. I was on lunch too when Jeremy sent that to me. And it's funny because like he sent it to me. I went on there. I saw that they were up, and then Sneakers sends me the notification as I was already on the app. So I'm like, it's kind of pointless for you to do this now.
Yeah, like I'm gonna just go ahead and piggyback off Dunks right here. I ain't gonna use the word completely smooth. If you didn't know and you just wasn't ready,
hmm
like because I thought I had a chance because I saw him sitting on there, and it actually put me in line and pending, but I got it said no. Like I was pending in the line, and then it said sold out. I'm guessing if I would have been slightly, maybe a minute or two early, maybe I would have had a better chance. But like I said, it didn't give me the. It killed me because when I opened the app, and then my notification came right when I clicked on it because I saw it there, and then it did the whole
Yeah,
like the whole little animated movement, and then it hit me when I'm like, yo, you're wasting my time. That
yeah.
could have been. I'm
Exactly.
like,
Why all of a sudden now you got to do the whole animation thing? Come on, just
yeah,
load like you normally do.
yeah, that's my thing. That's what killed me, and I'm like, great. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even
hmm
think I wasn't even at the crib yet, so I was still physically into work myself. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just be one of those games, man. Like I said, if you
Yeah.
got a life, it's kind of you got to pick and choose sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
thank God that my job starts early enough to where I got plenty of time to get to work and plenty of time to set myself up for the drops and stuff,
most definitely,
because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be up. I wouldn't be getting up at 7 o'clock for me to be getting this stuff. I
yeah.
just say I just try to catch it on the back end, or it just wasn't meant for me.
Most definitely. And the resale market is pretty much act like a standstill. Speaking of which, after looking into this article, man, it made me want to realize that I may go ahead and give. I'm definitely gonna give Goat my next pickup. And I haven't done it yet, and I haven't decided what it's gonna be. But my next pickup, I'm gonna go ahead and get that joint off of Goat. Um,
Yay!
yeah,
Finally, man!
yeah.
Finally,
I'm a
give us some sirens for that, man.
most definitely, man. I'm gonna give Goat a second chance, man.
Yay! Hey,
And I say
the
that
long lasting
because
relationship between
yeah,
Jeremy and Goat now.
yeah, my thing is because of eBay, the video y'all saw yesterday, it's a follow-up video. I ain't gonna y'all just gotta watch it. The follow-up video is gonna, if everything goes right, I'm gonna drop it on Monday. There's a follow-up video on my off-white dunks that I got, the lot 50. Um
Oh,
it's a
ooh.
follow-up on it of that same shoe. Not in,
That's not the guy that gave you the fight though, right?
nah, not him.
Okay.
Nah,
This is just a little quick cop, right? That
this
you didn't
was
want
just a little quick crop.
that you don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
know what you're talking about. The dude that one shoe, I almost slipped and said what that shoe was. I haven't told you. I
Ah!
almost got me lacking, man. But I was like,
He's
oh,
like,
you
no,
talking
that
about
was the. He's like, yeah, no, that was the
Yeah, I was like, that was the I was like, I'm tired. But good thing I was gonna start with Jordan. I didn't leave it. I just leave it there though. But yeah, these joints I wanted them because I got that black Andre 3000 shirt, and I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna try these. But
Yeah.
it's some information that's really it's out there, but
You got
it's
you
kind
some
of one of I know why it's not out there the way it should be, and we can talk about it before. We'll talk about it when the video drop. But let me get back to the chat though. But most definitely, I'm gonna give Goat another try because there's definitely some stuff I want to get on the back end. Um, yeah, I just know with this article, it made me a little bit more comfortable as I glanced at it. But
okay.
says many with the kick says yo dunks. That's what's up. Visualize says Deacon 100. Kwame says congrats on a W. I was driving, didn't notice it until way after. See, people just living their normal life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lincoln says Visualize 100. I also hit on the taxis, man. I feel like everybody hit with us, man. Visualize says I seen a lot of W's, Manny. It's a smooth for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I seen a lot of W's as well. It's kind of one of those. Everybody.
I've seen people hitting on 2 pair.
Oh wow! I ain't.
Really, I swear. I see people hitting
Wow.
for 9.5 and 10 back to back. I've seen that twice.
Wow. DJ Gordon says, "What up, Jeremy? What's up, DJ Gordon? What up, homie?" Visualize says, "Congrats, Deacon. Yeah, congrats on everybody who did get a
Yeah,
W. I'm gonna make some
exactly,
noises on
man.
that, man. If you
Exactly.
caught a
Yeah,
W, congrats, man. Congrats,
man, you work
congrats,
hard
congrats.
for
You
it,
know what I'm
so
saying?
you deserve it.
Most definitely, yeah. If you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I don't want to be coming across as like a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if you hit, you hit. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Like you just had to be at the right time on them joints, and that's just
Mhm.
how it be sometimes, man. But it is what it is. I ain't gonna really trip because it's not like you don't get a second chance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Um, Jeremy Johnson says it's cooling. Mr. 314 says took a W on them because I didn't go for them. Wow. Okay. That come on, dude. You kill me every time, man. I feel like you just mess with me just cause. Jeremy Johnson says, I'm a ghost watch so I can eat. I'm starving, but I'm here and I hear you, fam. Okay, that's cool, man. Do your thing, man. Definitely
Mhm.
gotta take care of that. Deacon Ariel says, what up? I'm on year 12. Bitch, I missed a 3 on 4. I'm assuming you going for the J Balvin 2s. Funny, right? He commented on my J Balvin 2 video. And my J Balvin 2 video, I noticed I had a little editing flaw in there. Thanks for pointing that out, Manny, with the kicks. I was very tired when I edited that video, which I should have just waited, but I knew my day was going to be hectic today, so I didn't have time to edit that joint. So edited last night right before bed, put it up, set it, and yeah, it's kind of one of those. I should have gave it a second look. My bad, but y'all get what I was trying to do. My bad, but it's all good. I ain't even mad about it. It was funny. Like when you pointed it out, I went back and watched. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. Whoops."
Oh, that.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoops, my bad." It's just the image was in the wrong place, and I didn't think it was. I thought I dropped it, which I dropped it where I dropped it, but apparently I dropped it in another place too. I'm like, great. Plus, my computer had to do an update too last night. I'm making up excuses. It is what it is. I made a mistake. I'm human. Let's keep it moving. Mr. 314 says those 12s are ugly. Let's see. Visualize says Mr. 314. I assume read that one. D says facts. 314 says Mr. 314 says not for 300, but they look nice. Okay, so you feeling not feeling the price on those J Balvins, which I don't think most of us are. Let's see. Let me
Yeah.
go ahead and get
I
on this
mean,
article real quick.
it's crazy though. I mean, he's definitely robbing people with this, but I mean, it's like crack, and people are gonna go for it, man. You know?
I think it's because of that light up situation. I think like the
Yeah.
way you can turn it on and off. It's not just a simple like, hey, it's glowing in the dark. It's like glowing in the dark plus a light from what I seen. You know what I'm saying? So
So I mean, so it's just pretty much just they're showing how much they can dumb people down. That some strobe lit shoes can get them giggly and excited.
yeah. I mean, I don't think they're gonna go crazy on. They're not going crazy on the resale market, but they're gonna sell out. And my thing is that it's kind of like remind me of like the 11s when the 11s that do the auto lacing system. It comes
Yeah.
with like a little charging pad thing, and they charge extra for those. So I'm assuming this light thing is probably something that may be possibly rechargeable. Don't quote me, I don't know, but I'm assuming like the light, if you can cut on and off, and then eventually it's gone, like you gonna have to recharge it or something,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're charging for, like the kit. You know what I'm saying? That it's not really advertising. Let us know that, hey, yeah, you need this as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't know. That's what I'm assuming, man. But yeah, I I don't. They're okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And then
all
remember,
gimmick, man.
yeah, remember last week we pointed out like the kid sizes. I don't think they're gonna do it in the light. Not gonna light up in the tongue. So you know, it is what it is. Deacon Ariad says, I'm on year two, will never see my closet. Man with the Kick says, a month training to toss sneakers up in the air like old pizza shop, and they still don't know if the pairs are real. They throw them up like in the pizza shop. Hey, you picking out eBay, man. Deacon Ariad says, facts, Manny. Key to the City says, what up, Jay and Dunks? Just wanted
Yo.
to stop by before work tonight. Okay, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you for coming through and showing love.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Most definitely. Man with the Kick says facts. Deacon 314. I'm on year going to be in the Nike outlet. They ain't hitting no outlets, but they're not gonna resell well, just to keep it 100. Tools is just that shoe. You gotta be a real two fan. You know what I'm saying? They can get us a look, but like I said, the best one in my opinion has been those Union twos. You know what I'm saying? That's the best two they've ever did, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't like what's the one that was before that? The with like a quilted blanket. I can't even take it there. The Just Done joints. I don't even like those. I don't like
Yeah.
those. Sorry, I had to get my mind. I had to do the visual in my mind and see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
With some Just Dawn what twos?
Yeah, there's some. You didn't know there was Just Done twos?
No, I thought Just Dawn just made like clothes and stuff
I'm gonna pull them up real quick. Let me see. I'm almost positive. I'm talking.
in the shorts, you know.
Yeah, Just Done Jordan 2. Yeah. I know you probably didn't know these were the Just Done 2s, but when I show you, I'm gonna share my screen like real quick. You gonna be like, oh, those, like, because they did like several ones. Hold on, let me share the screen with you real quick. There you go. It should be coming up. But yeah, those are the Just Done 2s. Like they did the most notable one is this blue pair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
the most
those.
notable. This is the cream pair, but this is the most. I don't know
I
because
always thought they looked like the those Balenciagas. That's you know.
I'll give you that. But yeah, this is Don C. Yeah, though I ain't no just. Oh, so it's Don C is what I'm talking about. Well, it's not just Don. My bad. It's done. Well, it is just Don.
Yeah,
Don C.
Just
Yeah,
Dawn is Don C, right?
yeah, that's right. My bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was making sure. I was like, man, am I tripping? Maybe a little bit. Y'all know how I do when it's after hours, man. I'll just leave it right there. So y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm definitely on there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they did several different colorways though. I mean, they not for me. Like this is like a good pick of them, but being worn on feet, they ain't for me. And yeah, they
Yeah.
even did the little hat trick too. Yeah, I seen the little hat. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
What you think? What you think?
Uh, nah.
No, you still can't. Now twos are
It's
hard, and I'm gonna
yeah,
defend you.
man. You
I'm
remember the
gonna,
comment I said last night, yo?
yeah, I know. That's why I thought about it. I'm like, that's why
It's
I asked you.
crazy, man. I don't know, man. It's just something about them, man. Like I don't know if it's like the
Two or
box
the
style. I
regular,
don't know, man. They just look
yeah.
like boots.
The two or the low, either or is kind of
Yeah,
like, bro.
they look like the AGC trainers.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just like I just don't know, man. Like I can't get with them. Like these, this is not a bad. This from this angle, they don't look bad. But I know personally, I could if I had to get them, it's gonna be resell or I mean, it's gonna be retail or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just my thing. Like I said, not every picture justifiable on these either. But I mean, like I said, not a bad shoe in general.
No.
So while I got the screen up, this is the other tab right here. Pretty much is what I found is how to be a sneaker authenticator. So it says StockX, GOAT, and Stadium Goods reveal what it takes to become a sneaker authenticator. Now, like I said, this was back in July of 2021. So this is about the time when the resale stuff was going super crazy. So apparently this is at GOAT. This right here is an image how they do it at GOAT, which it's funny. I never seen any like images of them showing. We see like the
Wow.
eBay
Yeah, he's
store.
like visually going on what the specs tell you what you should be seeing. You know.
Yeah, and you see he's got reference up something on the screen. You see that like
Yeah.
the computer. Now this could be gimmicky because as you can
I say
see,
these are probably Adidas specs. You know.
yeah, It says GOAT Sneaker Authenticator, credited courtesy of GOAT. So GOAT provided this image, so they're gonna make sure it looked good. I'm gonna play devil's advocate along with this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like I'm hating. I already said I'm gonna give GOAT another chance. But yeah, we also gotta keep it 100 about, you know what I'm saying? Like if I see anything, we gonna call it out. And let's just leave it at
Yeah.
that. But looks
Why don't
like
you
he's, trying to go full detail, but when you get in that use section, which they offer a use section, they can get scary. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to keep that in mind too. But yeah, this is basically the article. I'm gonna just run down it real quick. It says the secondary sneaker market has quickly grown into a multi-billion, keyword billion on this one, $1 billion industry, and given both the demand and the value of what is being bought and sold, authentication is critical. In fact, spotting fakes is the real reason one leading marketplace exists today. That's a true line. You know what I'm saying? The secondary market has basically turned into like another job. We can think of the brick and mortars, which the new brick and mortar is really kind of not my favorite thing. But yeah, this whole thing is like, yeah, people want the product and they want it to be as real as they can, possibly get it.
I mean, you want what you pay for, so you
Yeah, exactly.
can't really be mad at that.
And that goes back to the image you was talking about earlier. Whenever the whole no box, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, but y'all sound off in the chat. But the whole like when I see like no box situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what did you do? Because it's like how you said, me and you talked before, right? Where it's like, yo, certain purchases you just want to keep everything, even though you're not gonna wear the box. I know you're gonna hear that line that come through, like, yeah, you don't wear the box, but honestly, I want the whole
Yeah.
package. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want the whole thing. So the whole no box thing.
Yeah, and I say, and that's just coming from me and you anyway. You know how we've always been,
Yeah.
and it just followed us into adulthood. It's just it just something don't feel right about things if you don't have even the plastic.
I know, right?
I
Like
want the plastic too.
I
I don't
want
care.
even the
Give me
little,
everything.
what do
Give
we
me the
call
little Sisalak bag. What
yeah,
is that, like desiccants or something?
I'm
They
not
keep the
sure.
shoe fresh.
Oh, those little packet joints. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
supposed to
want that
keep it.
too.
That's supposed to keep it from, rumor has it, right? Those little, y'all know those little salt packet looking joints that be coming in them. That you don't see them so much now, but you do with certain shoes. You used to see it all the time back in the day, but apparently that those little salt looking package joints, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I was told, and I've seen several people saying the same thing. So if I don't know if it's a myth or not. It's supposed to help preventing the shoe from yellowing so
Yeah,
quickly.
it keeps the moisture out. We
Yeah,
use them at my job,
yeah. So that's
but they're not. They
apparently
don't look like those, but they are the exact same thing. They just ours are just thinner, but it's called I want to call it the desiccants, and it's like the little balls. They trap the moisture and stuff.
got you,
So it keeps,
got
like you said, like it prevents, because what moisture, it'll start turn like the yellowing and stuff,
you. Yeah,
or
that's
whatever,
why I always
storing
try
it.
to.
So they can keep the, I guess so, for storing purposes.
Yeah, before we had these whole little drop front shoe cases, which I don't think that's what they originally came out to be. We just started. We helped that company as well, which I just broke one of the little knobs on mine today. But it's still, you wouldn't even notice it in the video. It's just annoying me. But
Yeah.
I've had one like long like annoying day in general. But just um long story short, yeah, before we started doing the whole drop front shoe cases joints, my shoes used to sit in the boxes, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I used to keep it. But now we like, to me, sneakers in general, even their art, you know what I mean? Like they've always been art. It just probably
Mhm.
took me a minute to really look at it from that perspective too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I love, like, that's kind of like decoration for like my room, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, cool. This is pretty much, yeah, this is dope. And any, which I don't have many people over, but like the handful of people that came over, like the people that was working on my hot water heater and replaced that joint, the dude just did one of these numbers and like, yo, you got,
God damn.
yeah, he looked at me like I had a
He
problem.
say he remember that number.
Yeah, and he
He
and he
remember that apartment number. He say, okay, blah, 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 all right.
yeah, but he and it don't. I think he like, they spoke Spanish, so I don't know. He said some. He said it to me in English, but I think he also said something in Spanish to his partner. Like that, like just funny. The dude that did most of the hard work, he only he spoke. You can tell he was more fluent with the Spanish. The other dude just seemed like he was just there just to translate for me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But they were cool. I liked them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, just think about that. Like, if you invite anybody into your world that's not into something like this, you're gonna get two. You're either gonna get one of two responses. They're gonna be excited and be like amazed, or they're gonna think you're sick and something's wrong with you. You know?
yeah, I've had that happen. Somebody,
Yeah,
some people are amazed, and then some people are just
yeah, yeah.
why do you got all this?
Yeah, like they're like, what? Like, you only got 2 feet. You know?
Yeah, that's a common line.
Like,
And then,
it's actually, that's really what you're gonna get. And if you're not in the world, you just wouldn't really understand. You know? As I mean, is really no different than having multiple pair of underwear. You know?
yeah, this is
You
true,
you
but
know, like you're gonna wear the same pair of underwear every day.
no, but I mean that's kind of different because I mean you
I
gotta
mean,
wash them. You know
for
what I'm saying?
sanitary purposes,
Yeah, come on,
okay,
man.
and for shoes, sanitary purposes. If you wear the same shoes every day, what's gonna happen? They're gonna start to stink, right?
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, so
This is
yeah,
true.
I mean, variety, man. Variety is the spice of life, right?
Fine, I'll let you have that one. I
Well,
want to.
I mean, I'm not trying to argue you down.
I
I'm making
know,
points about people that see it on the other side. You know?
I know you ain't trying to, but I'm trying to because I'm like, come on, man. But when you write, you right. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna put it like that, then yeah, like yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you got to know when enough is enough. But then like Nike keep hitting us with this back to back. That's like whenever it's like a double up type of shoe where it's like, say like if it's like they do another bread 11, if it's a bread 11, I already got a pair. If mine aren't looking too bad or worn out, and I just don't feel the need they switched up or changed anything differently on them, I usually let them slide unless I just like, okay, or I'll get the new fresh pair and sell my old pair, you know what I mean, just to keep it moving.
So I got another question for you too.
Go ahead.
So with you, because like I said, I know you're in a very climatable area. So do you wear certain shoes like on rainy days, or
Yes,
how do
sir.
you
That's correct.
and how do you even if but if say if you the fit that you got on that day, it only goes with, or you feel like it only goes with that one shoe, would you change your whole fit just to avoid having to wear that shoe in the weather?
Yep.
Or would you still wear that shoe but take extra precaution and then, like I said, do your
Nope.
detail and cleaning after?
Nope. Nope.
You just change the whole fit completely?
Exactly. This is the thing. If I see that it's like when I get out there, I'm like, okay, cool. It's drizzling. I'm like, all right, cool. The shoes I was well, if it's wet or moistury, I already go all my like non-leather shoes, they're out of the game.
No,
Like
yeah, for sure.
so at that point, I'm like, all right, cool. It's raining. I gotta put on leather. Okay, but I'm not gonna touch the Jordan 11s because that's patent leather. I need some leather that's gonna be able to handle something. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, usually at that point, I'm narrowing it down where it's like, okay, now when I narrow it down to the leather shoes that I feel like can take something. And another thing, even though the Jordan 1s are leather, I count those out. I don't know. Jordan 1s got a special place in my heart. So all my Jordan 1s, they're not getting worn in the rain or any weather. They're out. I know I know that.
All right, so pretty much you've already named half your inventory.
Yeah.
He said no, what you say, if it's not leather, that's already out. He
Yeah.
said patent leather's out.
Yeah.
Jordan ones are out. So
Yeah. That's already no leather. Like, yeah, that's my thing. And then, well, what I meant to say is suede. I said it backwards. Any suede is out, but there's
or
certain
nylon, you know.
yeah, the nylon that's out. Really, I look for what I really look. Damn, I can't honestly. I'm contradicting. Yeah, leather. All of my like Jordan 1s automatically out. Jordan 11s.
Jeez, I got you. I got you a complex question.
Yeah, like I never really. I do this though. This is why you're
Yeah,
calling me out on
so you
something I
never really
do.
had to explain it out loud because
Yeah, I never
what is in
really
your head is easy, you know.
exactly in my head. I'm like, I already know what I'm gonna do if it's raining
Yeah.
right now and I gotta go somewhere. So, like I said, Jordan 1s, special place in my heart. So those are out. Jordan 11, all of them are out. Even if it's my worst Jordan 11, they're still out. And then let's see. Then at that point, certain fours are out. Some I will. It used to be what the fours, but now I kind of treat them with a little bit of special treatment. So really, I'll say I'll go to
Threes.
nope. Certain threes, yeah, certain threes, yeah. I don't care. Like my Nick threes, I'll do that. But for the most part, I'll say I usually go to like I'll go to like a dunk or something like that. I know it's not really
Some Air Forces.
yeah forces where I'm like okay I can go obtain this, but the off whites, I mean not the off whites. Well, yeah, those two, but the those are automatically off. But like the all white Air Forces, what I meant, those are out because they get
But pretty much just you wear black forces in rain.
yeah. I'll do black forces. I'll
You could have
do
just said
I
that.
didn't know. I didn't know. Or I'll do like,
Yeah,
or I'll do a shoe like a that's not a Jordan. I'll go all the way to. That's
yeah.
when I'll grab an Air Max day. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Something like
See,
that.
yeah. Still,
I'm
still a little bit of heat, but it's off the plate. You know.
yeah. And then like I'll say Yeezy. The only Yeezy I'll probably wear because it's a leather and I really don't care and it'll be and it's is the Yeezy Calabasas. I got all three: the black, the
Yeah.
gray, and the
Oh yeah.
white joints.
Mm-hmm.
Not the suede because I know they did suede versions. I got the
Yeah.
leather versions, and then I kind
Man,
of
I
left.
wore
I
mine,
got
but
out of that
we
phase.
probably should probably put those back on. My
The
Calabasas.
yeah, most definitely put those back. You got them.
Yeah.
You got a pair. You trying to get them back on the
Yeah.
list?
No. Yeah. I remember I got the black pair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should. The best pair though is the white pair, but those will be a good go-to like rainy weather where it's like okay, they're even if you want to grab them again. I haven't looked in a long time, but I think they settled right at about 300. Even though
Yeah.
I got only paid resale for one, and even they dropped in. I think that's what I paid for them, the white pair. The other two I was able to obtain for retail, so it's not like a super hype shoe. So
Yeah.
that's a
True.
good go-to one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Air Maxes is a good go-to for me, and yeah, everything else maybe nah, because the reason I won't do this like the eights because it's like suede. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's pretty much yeah. I got yeah. It's usually an off Jordan day. For the most part, for those days when it's rainy, and
And same thing. I'm assuming with snow days because I know you get those.
yeah, most definitely.
And I mean, that's snow is havoc on shoes.
Yeah, my beaters though is basically what you asking. I'll do like those dunks, like the universe, what the golden rods. I'll beat those in. They actually held up pretty well.
I
Pandas,
mean, because you got them like in like the first rounds and stuff. Not when they just start mass producing and dropping them every month. So it's just
yeah,
pretty much literally scrap leather. We all know that dunks are made from scrap leather anyway, but
most definitely.
literally, like I said, I think you got it probably just a good batch.
Yeah, and that's the thing with this whole authentication
I've
thing.
seen people on the pages that I follow. I've seen people say where they had them for a good solid 3 weeks. They started, ripping, falling apart. I've seen people. One thing I can't remember where I saw it at, and I don't know if maybe it was just somebody trying to get some clout or whatever. But somebody actually showed where they said the glue was actually coming from the shoe and the midsole were, you know, separating.
That usually takes a long time to happen, but some
Yeah,
people,
exactly what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like I say, I don't know if maybe he did it for clout because obviously there's ways to manipulate it and make it come apart.
yeah,
So I don't know if that was just something he wanted to do just to get on the internet to bash Nike, or if that was true. But like I say, I've heard the stories of where that certain dunks quality isn't at best.
yeah, most definitely. Let me touch on this article a little bit. The one thing that I want to start because the last part it says the company was actually founded because our coworker inadvertently purchased a pair of fake Jordans on another marketplace and wanted to solve this problem in the industry. Jordan Thompson, authentication manager at Goat. So that's pretty much, I guess, how the whole little authentication thing kind of took off at having Goat. So that was interesting. One of the things that caught my eye last today's leading
So
secondary sneaker market platforms, including GOAT, StockX, and Stadium Goods, have terms of authentication or have teams of authentication professionals in place to ensure customers can buy with confidence. And the success of each business is largely tied to its proprietary processes. So hopefully they're gonna break this down. You know what I'm saying? Hope they're gonna break this down. StockX, for instance, has more than 300 authenticators across 11 authentication centers and drop-off locations globally. See, this is why we.
Hmm.
This is something I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
apparently, there's a team of over 300 authenticators. Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
The company confirmed with FN that its team has a 99.95% accuracy rate for, I
Ooh.
guess, sneaker authentication. So this was from 2021. Even though, if we want to fast forward a little bit and play devil's advocate, Nike said caught him
Just put
slipping.
the irony, man. The
Yeah, that's
irony,
what I'm
you know,
saying.
like
Nike's caught him slipping, though. You know what I'm saying?
what's
That's
the
what.
thing? What's the thing called? When you, pretty much like you get comfortable. You know, you get
Yeah,
too comfortable. You know, you think you king, you're number one. You know, hey, every king got to fall from his throne. You know.
yeah. Everybody need a wake up call. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that.
they were doing that thing for a while. Though StockX had
Yeah,
it on
they,
lock.
they
You know.
took they took off. They took
Yeah, and
off.
they, you, it was almost to the point where you're like, you hate the people goat. Well, I go to goat. You know, like stuff like that. You know, people disowning goat for StockX.
Right. This is facts. Article says, as for stadium goods, a sneaker will only appear on its website or in store after its authenticity has been vetted. Wonder
Mhm.
what they mean by that. So I guess they've already like
So
doubled.
I guess they won't even put it. So exactly. So yeah, I get what you're trying to say. It won't be put up until authenticity is met. Well,
What
that's
is
the
that?
whole
Yeah.
point of authenticating the shoe, right?
Right. And then it says, and with GOAT, it ships to verify model only works if it can effectively. Okay. So although the secondary sneaker market is still relatively young, leaders in the space have pointed out that the authenticator role has been a cornerstone of their business since its inception. For Stadium Goods, co-founder and co-CEO John McPatters said it has been a fundamental element since its 2015 debut. Okay. And Thompson noted that Flight Club hired and trained authenticators in New York as far as back as 2005. Sheesh. Okay, so they if I was this make me kind of lean more towards a Flight Club, which at that point Flight Club and Goat have merged. You know, they have
Hmm.
merged now. So my thing is this: maybe that stuff with Flight Club, maybe they really, and then I've heard also Nike has been a silent partner for Flight Club. So I mean, Flight Club and Goat may be the leaders low key right now. Even though we're going off an older article, but you know what I'm saying? Like this is just something we can keep in mind. Um, Despite this, finding the right person for the job often comes with challenges. Oh, I bet. Many of our biggest incoming candidates come up through existing networks and people who have trained and worked with us for years. Although we have always open to engaging with talented and passionate people outside of our network to access their attitude and learning the practice. McFedder said the pool of people who have the experience necessary to work in authentication isn't huge, though. Okay, so they keep a smaller team. And this is look like an images from Stadium Goods, an authenticator at work, checking out. Obviously, here some off whites. Assuming it's not the Chicago's, he's got to be the UNC's, even though it's in black and gray. Um,
Wouldn't that be? But wouldn't that be something if there was a grayscale off white?
that would be dope.
Because it, huh?
Yeah, if you mean if it was a like gray version.
Like no, literally how it looks in a picture. If it was like literally one made just like that,
Oh yeah, that'd be.
I
I
say
think
because it can technically be off white. You know.
yeah, that would be like definitely a play on everything, and that one probably go crazy. So this is images that Stadium Goods apparently provided, which I haven't heard too many people talk too much about Stadium Goods. I'm not saying they falling off or anything, but
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
yeah, like I just haven't heard too much about them. Like Stadium Goods and Flight Club used to be kind of like that neck and neck store. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, when looking for someone to fill an authenticator role, the three companies have a similar checklist: being detailed, obsessed, and having a passion for sneaker culture, or uh, for all, as well as willingness to continuously learn. And the section process is often rigorous. Okay, so how much do you think do they really? How much effort do you really think they put into it though? Let's keep it 100. of hiring people. You know what I'm saying? Like you do an interview with
And
like the senior authenticator. You know what I'm saying?
honestly, I mean, I mean, I don't know because I don't work there. I don't really know the ins and outs, but I feel like everybody there is between 17 and 25.
Yeah, and like I mean, yeah, I could give you that. And it's like
I
they
mean, in California, 16.
if they care, enough, maybe so. But yeah, I would like to meet like the age group and wonder where I know StockX had did something like that before, but I would love to see like these other ones open up theirs as well. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I mean, it's not saying that this age group uh, doesn't care or that they don't know what they're talking about, but just trending topics and 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 common trends of today's times have proven against their trust.
I see something in bold here that I gotta read on to, but I'm gonna read this real quick. It says GOAT, however, may have the most uh rigorous process of them all. The program includes months of training before they are even allowed to authenticate anything on their own in order to understand the unique makers of authenticity for different SKUs and styles. Our authenticators inspect hundreds of shoes per day. At the end of the program, the authenticators must pass a set of tests with 100%. Even after passing, they're only allowed to specialize in one SKU at a time to truly become an expert. Thompson explained. Wow. Okay,
Sheesh.
go. You know what?
Yeah,
Hey,
Go
hey.
got some
Oh,
yo
oh,
go
yeah.
got some terms and conditions, baby. If
I'm about to say,
you want to be up in here, you going to school.
yeah. Wow. Months of training. Like how many months? I'm gonna say like what, 2 to 3, right? Let's
I would assume
three,
2 months, maybe
two.
2 months, 3 months, maybe. Yeah, like that. The what is it? That whole 90-day thing.
Yeah, the 90. Yeah, so we'll say 3 months, right? We can say
Yeah,
this is just alleged in me and
yeah.
Dunks'
Let's
opinion.
just say the whole probation period, which is typically at any job, with it
Okay,
90 days,
I'm
right?
definitely about to try some off GOAT now. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, they
Now
should,
you know that
yeah. Like, okay,
whoever
cool.
that kid that handled your shoes, you know that they're gonna be real. And is this clearly had to be before you got what
Yeah,
you got from them, got well
yeah,
everybody knows well before you got the cost from them.
yeah, yeah. So,
This had to be because, like I say, now we see that the process. And this is in 2001. You
yeah,
got those what years ago, right? Back in
yeah.
like what 18, 17?
17, 17,
Yeah.
17.
So yeah, I'm saying so.
Yeah,
4 years later, um, and process is completely changed.
yeah. Let me touch on a little bit more in this article because that was actually neat, good to know, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back up towards the top a little bit. Candidates have to establish their
Send me that link after this. I want to. I want
most
that.
definitely. You want to dissect it? Most definitely, no problem. Candidates have to establish their bona fides before they're even considered for our authentication team, said Jed Stiller, co-founder and CEO of Stadium Goods. Beyond that, we have training guides and illustrated list of SKUs and sneaker Bible, all of which are updated constantly. Hmm. Theirs don't sound like if you got to compare the two between GOAT, I'm not saying that doesn't work for them. I mean, they got a similar process, but it don't seem like their people go through you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not seem like they're going through the what GOAT youth and hey, it's like sounds
Yeah.
like a boot camp over at GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Um, as for StockX, the process to become an authenticator is lengthy, and the candidate is under constant scrutiny. Each of our team members goes through a month-long training and onboarding program. We start the formal facilitator lead training and then move into an onboarding phase, which requires new team members to first absorb and then work alongside seasoned authenticators, said Derek Register, VP of Operations at StockX. So you only need a month worth of training, and you're going to be working side somebody else that's been doing it for X amount of time. So
Okay.
out of the three, StockX, um, Stadium Goods, and GOAT, who sound like they got the so far, right? We're gonna read on a little more, but so far, who do you think got the best?
goat. Clearly, yeah.
Goat.
That's.
I mean,
I'm sure that's synonymous.
yeah, it just stands out superiorly, man. The
Yeah.
similarities continue in the companies and approaches to authentication. Goat, for instance, relies on proprietary or artificial intelligence and machine learning technology, which is paired with human expertise. All
Yeah.
right, goat. All right,
Man, goat.
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 Hey,
Goat
they
got all their what is it? How does it go? Their eyes dotted and whatever.
cross
However,
their T's and dot their I's, man.
yeah.
Cross their T's and dot like they see. Hey, man. I ain't trying. This is not. By the way, this live is not to sell one authentication team is better than the
Yeah, no,
other.
because clearly use who you use, but
Yeah,
you know,
use what you use more. And this is really goat. I wish I would have found this last year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just the innards of how they work, so you
yeah,
know who you're dealing with.
most definitely. Let's see. As the first line of defense, our AI and machine learning is able to detect counterfeit products before they are even able to be listed on our platform, Thompson said. Okay, go. The
Yeah,
second
man.
part of our authentication is our expert team of human authenticators are rigorously inspecting every single item through touching, smelling, looking at stitching, laces, and boxes, and any more markers of authenticity. Our team is constantly mastering the authentication of new styles and SKUs, and our technology collects new data to improve and innovate on our authentication technology. Okay, okay, wow, go like, bro, go. I don't. This had, like you said, this had to be before 2017 because now it's like, as I
Yeah,
don't know who woke them up, but it's like, yo, no, we're not playing with our money. Like now, I
yeah.
see
I
why
mean,
they're
they
charging.
probably saw that they were. Well, yeah, they saw the fate probably and saw what could come of uh minor mistakes like that. If one could happen, two could happen, 10 could happen. And bring them down.
This is true, man. They ain't waste no time, and just blowing me off.
They went back and retrained everybody. It seemed.
Yeah, sheesh. McPeter says this describe the stadium goods method as a true 360 approach. Let's see. It's tailored specifically to brands and models. Part of staying ahead of the counterfeiters is not letting them know what you're looking for, but suffice to say, we expect everything from stitching to smell and all point in between. McFadder said, okay, I guess, but that didn't sound, it don't sound, not to hate on stadium goods, but it just don't sound as like warming.
As boom bang, hey,
Hey,
like
yeah.
goat.
Yeah, and no machine technology is perfect either. That's why they got the human thing there. So this is StockX verification.
Yeah, but they say
Has,
they got it down to human precise.
right, and this is crazy, man. What I need to do, what I just was said before I would go to live. I got a lot of, not a lot, but I got like probably 6 or 7 pairs I'm watching on eBay. I'm gonna take them to GOAT, and I'm gonna roll the dice on them. Probably in the next week or two, depending on what's coming out. I'm trying to see what's coming out right now. I know we got the yellow taxis, and to be honest, I was definitely trying to go for them today, but if I'm on the fence if I'm gonna go for them next week. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm on the fence now. I don't know
Mhm.
why. I just am. And then also, if y'all caught them, like I said, what did I say earlier about those Jordan 3s, the Fire Reds? Mine still haven't shipped yet. So if y'all got them, y'all let me know if y'all stuff is shipped. My
Yeah.
stuff still says being prepared. Keep in mind these drop Saturday. Just a little FYI, these drop Saturday. So I definitely think there's something going down in Memphis. As long as your order ain't canceled, I think you're good. I'm not trying to hint on no negative. I'm just trying to
So
say,
does
like,
everything go through Memphis?
I don't know, man. I thought it based off of how they did it, and I don't know. And if you're wrong, if
And is FedEx the only shipping source?
I thought they use UPS.
You got UPS, you got
Yeah.
DHL, you got all these companies that do ground shipping.
Yeah, but I thought their dominant thing that they've been doing was UPS. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
I
saying
think the FedEx
there's
thing.
I'm just saying there's other options. You don't have to go through the FedEx terminal.
This is true. This is true. So yeah, mine ain't shipped. Sign up in the chat if y'all's any of your orders have shipped from Nike. Like, and when I say that, like some shoes, like like Fire Reds, I don't think mine's officially shipped. It just says
And hey, think about this.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Nike probably has some type of, clearly have some type of contract with FedEx,
Yeah,
because
this is true.
clearly the option shows up when you're checking out. But so with this happening, and obviously, like I said, they're under contract. Nike can't technically break that contract because they'll be breached, and they probably have to pay FedEx probably
Yeah, it's
almost
probably
everything
one
they're
of
worth.
those. Yeah, it's probably one of those situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
But
mine says.
Nike's mad.
Yeah, mine says preparing for shipment. Preparing shipment is what
Wow.
it says. It has a green. It don't say shipped or anything. It just says preparing shipment. So
So usually, would you have gotten them by now, at least, or
usually I would have gotten a notification by, I'll
that
say,
they've
like,
shipped?
yeah, that they've been shipped, and I would have a
Oh
tracking
yeah, it's
number.
almost yeah. Yeah, I just thought about that. Yes,
Yeah,
but tomorrow's Thursday. You got
yeah.
2 days, and it's a week later from when you ordered them.
Yeah. So yeah, usually if I when they drop on a Saturday, usually by Friday I would have them. They would be on. I'm like, all right, cool. They should be by the time I get to the crib, they should be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm do my regular little routine on Friday, cut the camera on, and get to work. You know what I'm saying? But
So, do you got like a Dropbox or something?
we got we got something similar to that. Yeah. So yeah, you got to have access to it though. But yeah,
Yeah, we got one of those too here at my. We actually use the Amazon ones.
yeah, but the thing is, we got the that's dope. But we got the you just made me think about that you brought up before the live, but one time about them just walking out with the cart. but
Oh yeah, man.
but
They,
go ahead.
no, so yeah, they do, man. They did. They it's
Wow.
crazy, man.
But yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, yeah, we got that. But I'll always keep up with the tracking myself, like personally. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
it
won't
is.
even trust their tracking. You go straight to like it's like here's the tracking. Then you go straight to like the shipping source site, right? It's like
Yeah,
I want to see in detail.
yeah, because that site, the thing is,
Hmm.
Nike, it updates later than them, so it'll be
Yeah.
you to get the true like actual time. It's gonna be on the site, and then Nike
Mhm.
it updates with it, but it's like FedEx sends them the notification, or maybe it's Nike's system where it don't notify you until later, which is still fine. It's still accurate. It's just like if you want
Hmm.
to know sooner, you go directly with that tracking number to the actual UPS website. But I mean, it's pretty accurate for the most part.
Hmm.
Um, let's close it. We almost at the end of this article, and then we're gonna dissect this. Man, we've been on this joint for over an hour, man. Y'all smash that like
Hmm.
button. This was actually a pretty good read, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
actually
I like the detail that it goes into. Tells exactly the process to get hired, the process that you go through, or that they go through, like their screening. I mean, I think pretty that's
interesting.
pretty helpful information for people
Most
on
definitely.
the consumer side,
Most
and
definitely.
if you want to get in that industry,
Yeah, like
for
what it
anybody
takes.
that's young or or don't ages don't matter, but for just anybody who wants to get in that industry, I think this is a good read. I think that it's something that if you're interested in it, you should try to look. They should try to look it up and read it thoroughly. So if you try to go to these places, you already know what they're expecting.
Yeah, and I can see why Stadium Goods don't put out what it actually is. Like I said, that was one of the things that
Mhm.
maybe that's why they don't want to put it out there, and that could be where Nike's kind of like, "Hey, we're gonna be hands off, but we trust you guys," because it never came at them, and especially as long as what is it? Long as Flight Club's been in business, they said as
Mhm.
far as back as like '05. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that well, yeah, that's what gold and stuff, but I mean, really, that's kind of like hand in hand now, really. Um,
Mhm.
let me read on the rest of this a little bit. StockX described its approach as multi-pronged, pairing expert knowledge and human identification with technology. Also, Register explained that its authenticators have a database of proprietary information with millions of data points gathered over the company's 5-year history that is evolving due to real-time updates from authenticators across 3 different continents. Okay, that didn't sound as warm and fuzzy, but I'll buy it for $1.
Yeah.
While we can't give away all the components of our secret sauce, here we go. Our authenticators are trained to go through on average 50 different checkpoints to determine authenticity and verify that a sneaker meets our dead stock condition standard Register said the multi-step authentication process includes tactics such as box construction review to ensure the texture is correct or the tissue paper is right color, product checks for stitching or gluing instances, and verification of font, color, size, tags, receipts, among many other things. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's how they doing it down at StockX. Let's see. Although each company has outlined its methodology, because of the consistent newness hitting the market and sophistication of fakes, the authentication process is never actually complete. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because they only get these fakes are only like I hate to play devil's advocate. These fakes are only getting better and better. Um, Continuing education is one of the most critical aspects of this profession, Register said, when constantly evolving and building on our knowledge through both historical data analysts and forward-looking research for forecasting. Because of the constant stream of new releases, GOAT has opted for more of a specialist model. Let's see. Depending on the release, we assign authenticators with uh, specialties, and they'll prepare well in advance to ensure a smooth process. Thompson said, "Okay, sheesh. Like either way, man. I hate to say it, and I'm not sure if this article to me is like just a little bit biased towards GOAT, but I mean, GOAT like." It's a reason why GOAT had the final word in that article. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep it 100, man. And y'all been telling me about GOAT. Like, y'all know how I'm like, but that was like a long time ago. But like reading
Yeah.
this is like, even though StockX got their process and Stadium Goods seemed like they was very hesitant with information. GOAT, maybe, maybe the new section, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like that was actually a pretty good read. I'm surprised. Like, honestly, I'm wondering, like, and just now, especially if they do like an updated one, I'm very curious because now the whole eBay thing has came to fruition. So, I mean, I'm gonna say this about sneaker authentication. Hell, at the end of the day, it's a mixture of human and let's just keep it 100. Nike don't Nike stuff isn't always perfect. Their quality lacks is hit or miss too. So it's really really tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and but that's why I bring back to my point. I'm like Nike should somehow be involved with you know, instead of like doing StockX because that whole StockX thing, like I would say this. I think that StockX is doing a pretty good job with authentication, but the reason we're all skeptical now is that Nike's come out, but Nike didn't say nothing until pretty much they felt like StockX was out of line with the whole NFT thing. Anybody can see between the lines, and that's their marketing. You're messing with their money, we're gonna mess with yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious how that's gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? I bet you, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think StockX gonna be all right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, of course they're gonna be all right, man. Like, I mean, that's still a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, it's gonna take a lot more than a couple $1,000s worth of fake shoes to bring them down. And people say people forgive and forget. People who said that they never buy from StockX again, guarantee you their next payday. Where were they at?
I mean, I'm guilty of saying I'm done with Nike, and then it's like, oh, well, these
Yeah, but but I
after
mean, but
this,
it's different than saying you're done with uh, Nike and then saying you're done with a company that provides your thing. You can't really ever be done with a big corporation like Nike because I'm sure they got their hands in more than just shoes. Probably
most
something in
definitely,
your house is tied into Nike. You
yeah,
probably won't even know it.
most
But with
definitely,
StockX, that's more of like saying, "Oh, I hate shopping at Walmart," as you're pulling up to Walmart.
yeah. Or I hate shopping at Walmart. I'm gonna try Target, but then you start to realize what Target prices are, or
Yeah,
Target, and then you right back at Wally World. So I
yeah,
mean,
you hit the right target. That wallet.
yeah, pretty much. It's kind of one of those like you see this, and then you're like, man, maybe I should give him another shot. Like you see the
Yeah,
shoes, and
it's like one of those things where you love the pain.
yeah, it's one of those. It's a gift and a curse, man, and they know that come with the game. And I mean,
Mhm.
that's why I said at the end of the day, I still roll it back on Nike. Nike can step up, and you know what I'm saying, like say, like at this point they know their stuff's not gonna stop being resold. So I mean, and
and
they
they're not gonna stop producing.
yeah, and we found that little hidden gem where on their website you can contact them via email and pray they get back with you, and they can actually verify. So there is something out there. I just
They can verify shoes for you over email.
no, like you can. They what you do is you contact them through email if you have a question about like you've got some fakes. There's a spot on the Nike website where you
Oh,
can contact them, email them, and then I think from what it says, like once you're contacted, they'll tell you what you need to do, and I think you have to ship them in and let them verify that. But it's in such far you got it's you have to search that website, and then it's still in fine print. It's there, but they're not. It's not well advertised. I'm gonna just point that out. It's not well advertised, and I think I've said this before. It's not
sure.
well advertised because they know. Think about it. If especially if they did it where it was like, hey, just click here, we send you the box. You know how backed up they're gonna be
Yeah,
because
they
I
never
mean,
get any work done. Honestly,
they would never get any work done because think about it. Everybody's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna buy them from you. Then I'm gonna ship them through Nike. And if they come back and say this, that, and the third dog, you know what I'm saying? It's
that's
people.
probably what that guy did. That guy his remember what about the month about a month back when we talked about the guy who got his refunds rejected.
Oh, what you talking about? His refund?
Remember when I sent you the article about the guy who he said he was trying to return some shoes and Nike sent him an email back and was like, unfortunately, we're unable to take these shoes back from you.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
couple. It was probably about a month back, maybe two. But yeah, I'm saying maybe same thing. He tried to pull that same thing. He tried to buy from them and try to get them to authenticate and say, you know what? No, I don't want them.
yeah. I mean, people, and I'm almost positive some people don't start like probably already canceling the orders on the fire reds, and I wouldn't be surprised if some canceled on the
Mm-hmm.
yellow toes because some people just go just for everything. You know what I'm saying, and then wake up later. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be sometime. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but and like I said, I still think Nike what they should do right because Nike's a get them under contract, cut a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe not get a percentage of their sales, but it's like, hey, if we tell y'all the quote unquote secret sauce of what's really truly real in or fake with our shoes, sign here. Like, because if it go anywhere else and we find out that it's you, then we won't stop until you're out of business type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It can be done. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
just you got to make the effort. And then we can go as
there's a
far as
hundred ways to do anything, but
most definitely. And then we got to look at the fact that we got botters play a big role in that. Nike got to go ahead and put that bag up to improve their technology a little bit better than what they got. You know what I'm
but
saying?
how do you see them doing that? Like, what type of process could they do to block bots?
You got to make it more interactive. Because if it's just a like click buy here or enter a raffle, you can do. That's a odd the
Oh, you
bot.
mean
If you
like select if you're not a robot type deal?
Yeah, but you got to make it another process where it's like we're sweat. It'll be annoyance for everybody. Like that's the best you can kind of do because if you think about it, if you go to like when they do like an my year release, with the exception of the last one they did
Mm-hmm.
those airships, but every other one has been where like they'll have a question where you have to type something in. It's like where was it founded, and the answer will be like Atlanta, and then you have to all right cool click the boxes that have X amount of train blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
then you have to check a box, and then it can have you draw a box around. Usually it's a cat, right? I don't know why they choose a cat. It's like draw a box around this joint, and then you still have to hit that final check to let you in, and then you're in
Mm-hmm.
there. So I
Yeah.
think I think that's what it should be, like a 3 step process
Yeah.
authentication.
And maybe like the final thing you get probably like they give you like let's say 10 minutes because that's good time. That's standard time. They give you a 10-minute unique code, only unique to you, and you type that code in that, and that'll give you access to being able to purchase the shoe.
Yeah, actually, that probably would be the best way. Where
I'm
like,
saying like that'll give you access to be able to purchase the shoe, not to
yeah,
confirm that you've gotten it, but just a fair chance at it. It'll
yeah,
pretty much unlock the chance for you to buy that shoe.
Yeah, well, I'll say at least get you in the line where nobody else can get it. Like it'll be a rent. Like ever been to those websites where it's like it had like those letters coded where you can tell what they are, but they're like faded where you have to really
Yeah.
focus. It'd be like
Hmm.
4 letters. Have you type something like that in and get in line? Because at that point,
Hmm.
I don't see the botters, and if they do have a bot,
Because they can't come, they won't be able to compute enough numbers in 10 minutes to. I mean, they may get some through, maybe.
yeah,
But how long is it going to take for them to build a software to be able to compute numbers that fast in 10 minutes? Because especially if they're working from multiple sources, they're going to have to be able to be over here, be
yeah,
able to get over
it
here.
would
You know,
be more trouble than what it's worth. But yeah, I agree. They
exactly.
should definitely have that. It's gonna be in that way. It's annoying for them. It's gonna be annoying for us. But hey, you just
Yeah,
gonna have to really
exactly.
pay attention and focus. All right, cool. You know, ain't no more automated system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It definitely should
exactly.
be something
Do
where
all
you
that,
gotta.
and then, like you said, you at the end put like some little code that you only get that 10-minute window for. Once you do that, then you get your access, your chance at the shoe. You know,
Yeah,
eliminate bots. Then that means you just competing, me and you competing for that shoe. You know.
and the thing is, I don't think it's really as expensive as they make it out to be. I think it's probably where they're going to get it. You just gotta get somebody on the team and get them on salary and make that a part of their job to make sure it stay up to date.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's gonna be probably beginning, but if you put that in the budget, because y'all got it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We know Nike got it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep
Sure.
it 100.
Sure.
You know, ain't nobody. I don't feel. I hate when they put that out there. It's like, oh, it's like 500,000. I'm like, yeah, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't feel bad because what you about
Mm-hmm.
to make off this drop anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You make
And
that
what you're
back.
gonna make off this drop is what you're pretty much gonna spend on that security. So you're gonna get your money right back. I'm sure. You know.
Yeah, and it's like, dog, y'all can. And then, like I said, they don't have to do it for every drop. They can just do it for the one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Travis's, we better put this on because we already know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And how about this? If they do like say if they do a store pickup, like like I say, obviously with the Virgils, with the off whites and stuff. If you're doing a store pickup, they give you like a special like access card, like
Yeah.
which is still pretty much that number, like how
Well,
you
they
would
can
get.
do how they do that, like on they used to do that on well, Flex app kind of has that process, but same. That's why I miss the old way of how Foot Locker and them used to do it, where you would get like a 4 code you had to type in, like you
Yeah,
had to
see.
get like a countdown. There was a 4 little digit code. They switch it up, and it's stupid now. But even still, and then the more you bought from them, the more you hit. You used to be able to earn like extra time, like before the drop. So say like they drop, all right, cool. You got to drop. They're dropping Friday at 4 p.m. Cool. We know everybody's, but you got to upgrade your software, obviously.
Mhm,
Not us, but the you, but because everybody's gonna be doing it, so they're gonna have to put the bag up. But
mhm,
they can get that same little code situation where they had it where after you've been in the game for a while and you don't bought so many points, you got a 10 minute. You could earn up to 10 minutes early
hmm.
in the Flex app joint. I miss those days. Those were the good days,
That actually does not sound like bad. That's something that they, yeah, I think that's a
and that's
good
what
thing. And like you say, with those points, like you say, you could use it to buy time. You could like get yourself a head start, on
yeah,
people and stuff. And that's like I say, that'll make sense because like I say, you've won the shoes and you pay for them, so we're gonna reward you for using our services. Not just give it to somebody just to say, hey, we're gonna keep you just to keep you on our app, because that's just like junk mail. It's
yeah,
just clutter bulk. Of course people are gonna just sit on the app to get free time. Nah, I
yeah,
need you to be active. I need to see that you're winning, and I need to see that if you do win, that you're actually purchasing the shoe.
yeah.
you know
That's how it was. And then when you came in, you can look it up by your phone number, but I always used to have the app open and they could scan the little barcode
hmm
and then boom, and it be so smooth because like they would have your name already on the box and everything. Like the night
yeah,
before, you can tell they had to work probably late to mark all the boxes that hit.
they got to go out for the people who choose the ship to home option, right?
Yeah, they got you got that
Pick up in
option now.
store or whatever it's
Yeah, you
called.
got the pick up the store option now. When I was doing it, didn't have a ship to home option. I see they have that now. I ain't even really tried for nothing on them in a
Let's say
while though.
who says flex, right? They'll take your money before they even give you a
A confirm,
win
yeah.
or not, right?
Yeah, I think they fixed that. I think that was a glitch,
Yeah,
but
because that's crazy, man. You can't. I can't be trying to go for a shoe while I'm at the supermarket trying to get food for my family, and they take what I was going to spend on groceries, and I won't even know for like 10, 15 minutes if I'm going to get the shoe. I'm not going to just sit there in the car looking at my phone trying to say, okay, well, I didn't get them now, we can go shop.
yeah, and see that's my thing. What Dunks is referring to, everybody, is basically like how they used to do. Like you enter the old little process, they take the money, and people like, did I hit? But then you find out later you didn't hit, and then now the money get refunded back to you, but not until like 3 to 5 business days. Usually
Really?
three.
I didn't even really. So I didn't know it was that long. I thought it was like an instant. They give your money back.
They do. The process gives it back before the whole processing and all that. You're not gonna see the money until the
Yeah,
next.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, nah,
Yeah,
man,
it used to be like that. I
that
don't
was
think
too
it's like
convenient.
that. They fixed that. Don't quote me though, but I
Okay.
believe they fixed that. I think they fixed that like several months ago. But that used to be a thing, and people were
Yeah, that's
very
crazy.
mad. People were very mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
As they should.
understandable. Yeah, which is understandable. Um, Let me get up on this chat real quick. I know we kind of zoned out on it, but what y'all think of this article, by the way, man? But let me touch up on the chat. Jeremy Johnson says Dark Irish threes. Key to the City says I will catch a playback in the morning. Manny with a kick says I wore New Balance 99F3 in my USA. Teddy Saints Raw. Okay, sheesh, nice. Visualize says Yeezy slides. Dare D says fire red threes will with black lace swap. Sheesh, swap it out. Manny with the kick says Dare D fire. J Brooks says I missed the yellow toe shot drop. Emotional damage. We got other chances, homie. Deacon Arroyo says Lakers dunk high on feet earlier. Sheesh, nice. Dare D says stinks. Manny with kick says Deacon fire. Gotta check in LA. It literally GTA real life. Bing bong. That's what we heard, man. I don't want to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out the hard way. Contagious Kick says top of the evening chat. What's good, Jay and Dunks? What's good, Contagious
Yo, what's
Kicks?
going on? What's going on, bro?
Deacon Reality says PMB was talking about how somebody got murdered in a restaurant a week ago. Then it happened to him. Yeah, that was kind of yeah. No
Yes,
bueno, Deacon. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That it ain't no kind of. It definitely does. Um, Rachel says, "Hey, Jeremy and Dunks in chat. What up, Rachel? What's
hey, hi,
good?
Rachel. How are you?
What's good? What's good?" Everybody's saying hi to Rachel. Rachel says hi. Manny Kwame says, "Yo, Rachel." Manny with a kick says, "Lot 50 are UA Jones." Nah, they not UA, but they're not UA. They
Scary. It's a scary feeling, though.
yeah, definitely a scary feeling. They're not UA, but I'm gonna just leave it there.
So
And then
you did your own little mini legit check. Make sure that you.
I'm gonna just say this, right? I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a little spoiler alert, and I said this in the video. When I tell you I went down I couldn't even sleep. Like after I watched a video of something I noticed, right? I'm not gonna.
And you're like, hold on. You're like, hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, right? After I shot the video, I was starving. Like I hadn't had dinner, but I noticed something when I cut the camera off. Right, I'm telling the video a little bit, talking a little too much. But anyway, I noticed. I'm like, wait a second. And then I'm like, but I need to eat, bro. Like I'm right now, I can't even focus. You know how you
You
been
say,
so
I need to
hungry?
what?
I couldn't focus. I needed to eat.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, so I ordered some food, went and ate. But when I tell you I ate like super fast, and I got back to doing research, and then I got my warm and fuzzy. Then I even so much so I educated the seller on some stuff, and he was like, "Oh wow, man." You know what I'm saying? He either
I was just
playing
trying to get rid of them.
no, he was kind of like um I'll say he hit on the sneakers app, right? And he
Oh,
provided me the
nice.
information of what it
Congratulations.
is. Yeah, so I know they're legit, but then I had to go down the rabbit hole, and then this actually was a common thing, and that's I'm gonna leave it there. It's actually pretty common, but it's kind of weird because nobody talks about it, and it's kind of like
And this is on the lot 50s, right?
yeah, it's a lot 50. And I probably said too much already. Once y'all do the research, you're gonna be like, oh, but yeah. Long story short, yeah. But
Is
y'all
it
let's
like
see
is
video
that
coming soon,
marbling?
huh?
Is it like that marbling?
Nah. It's I don't know. We'll discuss it on Wednesday, man.
Marbling patterns not the same, some shit like that. Wait
Nah,
a
nah.
minute.
Oh man, let me live, man. Let me live. We gonna it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ray Rachel, right down one. Deacon says, Manny, no. Married to Designer says, eBay sucks. I only shop on Goat 100. I see why. After reading that article, I see. Mary Kay says, no way, not on eBay. No, I don't think so. Not with the magic. You know, if I got the girl that's doing a tweet, nah, it ain't them, but it's something that like it will make you like scratch your head though. I'll say that. But the thumbnail will tell it all when I drop it. The thumbnail is gonna. I think I did a good job putting it in the thumbnail. Um, let's see. Rachel says I didn't hit the taxi, shaking my head. Don't feel bad. Kwame says I waited a little too long selling my lot to get a different lot. They going up in price now, shaking my head. Yeah, I think I waited a little too long as well. I should have went on and just went after them the minute that I sold mine. I should have went on and went for them then. But it is what it is. Let's see. Kwame says, what up? Rachel says, what up? Kwame, Mr. 314 says, I really do troll you a lot. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm used to it now, homie. Manny with the kick says, finally, Nike has a decent week in sneaker community. Yeah, it's been a minute, but in general, right? And then let's just keep it 100. Adidas they just there. Even though we got the Pharrell Human Races coming, what, Saturday? You Pharrell Human Race joint's been, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When's the last time anybody really checked for him? I'm not saying it's a bad shoe. I will say it's comfortable, but you know, reality is
I
they
don't
not.
know. I never really got into the human races. I don't know. I think it's just it seems like they pushed all the detail to the back of the shoe.
With the like the way the laces system is.
Yeah, yeah, and it just got like all this extra room in the front, you know?
Yeah. But that was where they can show off the design more. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get it, but
Yeah,
that's
that
not gonna be enough to sell the shoe.
it did for a little bit
For a
though.
while it was,
Yeah,
but you know, that was the technology and the era that I guess that Adidas was in at that time. You know,
yeah, yeah.
post era, get it? You know,
It
and
was
then
a time like I think there was also a time when Ye stuff hadn't been long got over there, and I think it was getting to that point where Adidas couldn't do no wrong. You know what I'm saying?
when human race was relevant, more relevant, uh, doesn't seem like I mean, I know Kanye had his stuff out, but it wasn't really doing the numbers that it's doing now. You know,
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Rachel says I showed my mom that J Balvin, and she said LA Gear did it first. This is a fact. If y'all remember LA Gear, man, I had a pair when I was a youngin, man, a real
yeah.
youngin, man. A little, they used to, it's the shoe where like when you used to walk, it used to light up and stuff like that. Everybody went crazy over those, man. Um, Definitely telling my age, but your mom is right, Rachel. Man with the Kick says, Rachel. Visualize says, so does the varsity jacket come with the LED light switch too? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't, it needs to for $500, but I mean, I don't think so. Manu says I'll pass on a J Balvin 2 and 1. We got Nav in the building says yes. As Rachel says, Manny with the kid. Manny says same both pass. Visualize the same. Off white twos gas. Yeah, they okay. I can't really. They're okay. The low joints, the black and the Chicago joints, they're okay. Just done Jordan 2 in blue fire from Manny. Jeremy Jones says that hats is hard. Union still did the best too. I'm gonna second that one with Kwame.
Yep.
Union definitely did the
We
best.
had this conversation before. Twos aren't the best, but if we had to make a choice, Union
Yeah.
clearly did their thing on it. You know.
Yeah, if you gotta choose the best two, it gotta like in my opinion, it's gotta go to Union, man.
I mean, next to the original Chicago's, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well, I'm honestly I'm gonna take those over the Chicago's. I'm just me, man.
well, yeah, but I'm saying I'm just trying to compare the next. What would be the next best thing?
Like the runner up.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the original. I think you're gonna get the original or the Unions. That's about it when it comes to the twos. Honestly, you know, I mean, and like I say, the off whites obviously gonna be that third runner up, but
Yeah. Sorry, Mister. I'm my year two, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm my year two, man. They have really. I'm disappointed. Like you showed me that silhouette of the mock up again today. I'm really upset they didn't do that one. Like I don't know if you noticed. Like I ain't really. I just kind of like hit a like and just kept it moving Cause it's like, yo, like that's the one we want. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
we voiced our opinion. Like y'all already kind of dropped the ball on the twos, but I feel like we give them a pass on the on year two because Jordan forced the twos down our throat. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was more of like we're doing this because we gotta do it. I don't really want to, but we gotta do it. Like I feel like
Yeah.
all the companies is like, yo, you always make a two for us or else. You know what I'm saying? Probably not in that word, but it's like, yo, need a two or else we, we're gonna find somebody, probably somewhere they felt like they had obligated to do it, and everything's felt semi-forced. Union 2 probably took their time. It looked like, I guess that's how you look at it. Union 2 looked like they took their time the most. And then if we gotta go with an off-white version, it's gotta be the Chicago ones, to be honest.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, it goes without saying. Obviously the off-white Chicago one is always gonna be king. I don't think any off-white will ever. Well, let me retract that. But so I'm not even gonna say that. But yeah, no, I was gonna say I don't think there will ever be another off-white that'll surpass that one. But
well, the original one, the one, yeah, but I'm just saying for the two, they did the off-white Chicago too.
Okay.
Yeah, but in general, you're saying for probably the best off-white out of all is the Chicago one.
Oh, no doubt, a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that one. That's obviously
He came out the gate swinging hard, man.
Sheesh, like that red. Like
he took one of the best shoes known to
I'm about
man.
to say, yeah. You could tell that had to be I don't know what order they did them in, but I'm assuming that one looked like he put the most thought into it, and then they kind of just reciprocated, like they replicated it all through all the rest of them. Not that the other ones don't look good, but that Chicago one, I feel like that was the foundation. You know what I'm saying?
I get it that he had, because I get it. They came out swinging hard, and they hit a home run off the bat. But I feel like if he was still alive, I felt like he should have. I felt like if he was ever gonna close out his off-white series, the one should have been the one that he would have closed it out with.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to start hard.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying if he would have done the formula that way, I feel like if he had a plan to eventually stop the series, I feel like the one would have been the one to close it out with, or the Louis Vuitton.
Nope. I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna tell you the one they need to close it out with.
Okay.
And I guarantee you're not gonna disagree because it was supposedly a thing, but it got scrapped. Off-white bread Jordan 4.
You already know, man.
That's the thing. It was a thing. It was a thing.
You already know how I feel about Jordan 4.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the closer.
You're
that's
right,
the closer.
Man. How can I be
you don't let me tell you why you don't think about it, because it was a thing and then it got scrapped. So I said we've seen quote unquote.
Why though? I wonder why.
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick. Because the cream. I'm not the cream.
Creams, yeah.
We got the cream, so it's like, yeah, give us the bread. But I think it was, but the rumors it was supposed to be. So like all the ones I've seen, right? I don't even think personally. Like I'm about to share the screen. I don't think personally I've even seen any quote unquote friends and family pair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this right here, yeah, that's a look at that. Look at the wings.
That would have been.
Look at the wings. Look at the wings.
Look at click on that on feet pic.
Where we at? Let me see.
And
right
then
here.
The back tag.
Oh, I saw the back tag joint on one of them. Hold on. Like, let me go. This one. It's the back tag joint. Oh bro. Then like just oh my god, then it's like this part.
Serious, man? Are you serious? Like you guys didn't do that one?
Look at that.
Oh, you guys. Man. Then it comes with oh my god, that would have been look at this.
Yeah. Oh my god. Then what if it really hit with this? You see this like
you know what? It kind of looks like what are those other fours that look like that? They kind of got like that. They're black. The shadows, right?
There's some shadow fours.
I can't remember which ones they are, but they look exactly like that, minus the off white. Like they're black. They kind of got like the grayscale scheme to them.
Let me see. You talking about these? Nah, this is the fear. I don't know. We'll maybe somebody in the chat knows, but
Those, yeah, those. The fear,
these
yeah,
the
yeah,
fear.
exactly. Okay, then there we go.
Yeah,
No, no, I'm saying they, I don't not. I'm saying they kind of similar. They kind of resemble those with the gray, like how they got the gray
I know
toe
what you're
cap.
talking about on the toe part. You're talking
Yeah,
about on the toe part. I'll give you that, but it's still like
that's all
this.
I'm saying. This they just they. I'm not saying that they are anything in relation. Trust me. I'm just saying like that's what it
It's a
reminds me of.
different ball game.
Yeah, they're nowhere in the same field exactly.
Yeah, do you see like this is the thing right? Even this little tag keychain tag joint,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's crazy, man. This is crazy. Like I don't think nobody's got in the pairs that's out there. I'm almost positive. Yeah, like even if you like, I'm not trying. This is not like an exposure or anything, but you see, like he already admitted, hey, yeah, these ain't real. So the one like, and that doesn't even look at the color saturation. I ain't going to blame that on the lighting. So like, if we look, you can tell like, yeah, they did it, but that don't even look remotely like,
Yeah,
you know
that
what I'm
looks.
saying?
It doesn't even look black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't even look black enough. You know, I'm not again not hating
Maybe
on
it could be
homie.
his lighting too. Because he did just take like he probably clearly he cropped it from something.
Yeah, it could be that. So, like I said, overall,
It's that back that's getting me, man. That ass getting me, man. Look at that clear,
is there
just
like
that
a
deep.
is that like a hole in the like, or is that like his pants? I think it's his pants. Like, I thought it was. I'm like, if they did that now, they y'all showing out now. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Y'all showing out. Like, cause now it's y'all. Yeah, ain't no hole in that joint, but yeah, y'all showing out, man.
look at that, man. Great shoe, man. God, oh man, I wish that would have come out. I
Yeah,
really wonder why it did it. I really wonder why they scrapped that
yeah.
one.
That's one of those. I feel like we're not gonna know until like um probably years from now, where it's like you
I feel
know,
like they probably felt like they did a bread in the series and didn't want to like they wanted to keep it unique. They
yeah.
said we don't want to take away from the shine of the bread ones.
Just the
So
bread. Look at this. The bread in general is just this is just a regular bread. This is crazy.
yeah, exactly.
Look at that. It's in general. I'm probably rocking my joints tomorrow, man. Just cause like
Yeah, okay.
yeah, like these joints, like and I saw what is this? I don't think
The,
this yeah. I definitely know this
the only
wasn't a thing.
the only gripe because I've owned my bread fours before, but that was before I was really doing my thing with them. But only thing I really don't like about them is how the sole cracks.
Yeah. I mean you it's definitely a shoe you can't wear like around some of these
Do the
that's why
threes also crack like that?
yeah, that little you talking about the inner side part of that whiting part, like yeah, the little lining stuff, yeah, that happens.
Yeah, and there's like
I
the black on the bottom crack. Does yours crack?
A little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's one of those like threes to me, you can't wear them 24/7 because once you wear them a little too much, let's just say we're gonna notice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he had them
yeah.
a while.
So
You know what
I
I'm saying?
say, what you say? Probably want to suggest wearing them more than twice a week,
Tops. I was gonna say once, but
and that's what Monday, and then wear them mugs again like on Friday. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. I was like, that's still to me, that's still a little bit pushing it. But yeah, you have at the end of the day, that's why, like I said, I'm definitely about to start doing some sneaker rotations, even if I don't be going nowhere for real. Like I'm still going to do them because I still just need to put my foot inside them, and you got to move it around
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
and the only way to properly do that is just wearing them. So, and over here, man, I want us to be about wearing our kicks too, not just a
yeah.
great display piece. And
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some shoes where they like just look at the ones that before our video got cut off during that complex joint, even the ones that's worn, like low key, they still like the heat. We all said we knew that they were played in, but we saw the heat on that table.
Mm-hmm.
You think like some of them is just like even some of them look better worn, like Jordan ones.
Mm-hmm.
They age well. The leather on them age well. Now some people took it a little too far, but overall they age well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Within reason. Let me touch the chat real quick. Let's see. Manuel Kick says, I agree with Kwame. Deacon says, I'm not messing with any tools.
Oh,
Maybe
hey,
the
sorry to cut you off real fast, but It just clicked in my head. A coworker of mine, she also said that she hit on her fire red threes. Hers hasn't even shipped yet. So that lets
Yeah,
you know that is it's a common problem right now.
yeah. And like
I
I said,
just thought about that. But yeah.
yeah. So that is part of that whole investigation. So
Hmm.
those people really didn't do us. Even though they started selling them under retail, they really low key didn't do the community any
Yeah, I'm
favors.
saying they really screwed everybody over.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, as funny as it was and stuff like that, but it's like, all right, cool. Now,
Yeah, okay, funny. You guys got away with the shoes. Now I gotta face the aftermath of it.
yeah, pretty much. And I did the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And we're being punished and we didn't even do it, you know?
Hmm.
And I said, mark my words though. I have a feeling we gonna have an updated story probably within the next like month or two. Or where, you know what I'm saying? That's too much money, $800,000. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's like, pretty much that's like $800 to us. So we about to be upset. So I can only imagine that's like nice, like, all right, cool, we good, but it's like, nah, you can't have it though. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta do what they gotta do. And they getting their lawyers to put in work. So I know that's gonna cost some money. Even though they got lawyers on the team already paid, you know what I'm saying? But the
Hmm.
lawyers probably used to chilling, but when they gotta do this unnecessary work, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Um Now it's like, all right, cool. Now we pissed too. Um Deacon says maybe the OG2 coming out in December though. I mean, I think that's what Dunk was. I thought that's what you was hitting at before, but you was talking about the
Yeah.
yeah. Manuel Kick says LO Deacon, and I was about to say I caught brand new from Goat, never used over there. Yeah, I'm gonna just stick with the new, and then I'm gonna try to get one that's like already like pre-verified. I saw that, so I'm gonna try to do one of those. Manny with the kicks. Deacon says same here, Manny. Brand new only. I love to know their proprietary process though, like how the fuck they know what's real/fake. I mean, true, yeah, they're proprietary, yeah, like you would want to know that, but see, that's where that gray area is, where they can, if they, I'm not defending them, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm with you, Kwame, but at the same time, I see why they can't give it all the way, because if they put it out there, people are gonna start just, people are gonna take advantage and use it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Jeremy Jones says no box, no sell. The some bum shit. Yeah, that's some bum shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that's
Or what do they say? Or rep box.
yeah. I or what replacement box? Yeah, I hate.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that
exactly.
that pisses me off. Like
Yeah. What do you
replacement
mean?
box.
What do you mean a replacement box? What happened to the original box?
Yeah, what happened to the original box? Is like, where did you randomly find a
And
replacement
how would
box?
you?
Like,
Yeah. And how were you able to get a rep box or a replacement box?
yeah,
You should
like
just kept the one you had. Like, cause now
yeah,
you just repurchased a box.
yeah,
You repurchased. When it came with one. But I guess I
yeah.
get it.
I nope. I ain't even. I don't get it. Nope. Because I'm with you. Like,
I'm saying no, I get it because if you're just planning on, like I say, keeping this shoe for yourself, then yeah, you like I don't really need the box because I'm just gonna wear them and kick them off. You know, if you're just buying them to wear them as a consumer, not to like have
yeah.
them store and stuff. Uh, but yeah, I don't really get that whole no box stuff either. That's like that just lets you know. I feel like that just automatically lets you know that they're gonna be
That's like an
fake. Like the
automatic,
one I
like
sent you
number
earlier,
one red flag. Yeah, like a red
Yeah,
flag.
the one I sent you earlier. I didn't send you those for like the price. I sent them to you for the comedy. Like this guy got the audacity to
I
ask this
knew
much
I knew
for
what
them.
you was on. I knew
Okay,
what you
okay.
was on. I was
Because I was
like,
like, yeah, I want Jerry to get a go, have
I
see
was like,
this and get
what?
a good laugh.
Yeah, like it did, especially whenever you asked me if I had hit on those off whites. Like, did you hit? I'm like, why are you asking me questions you know the answer to? At that point, I was probably like hangry and frustrated. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I was like, this is before the sneakers drop. You asked me that I hit on off white, and I'm like, yo, come on, man, leave me alone. Like
yeah.
I felt like he was taunting me because it's like, I didn't get him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't get him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. In fact, I don't know anybody who hit on off white. I mean, I think I was like a handful of people, but
I saw people saying this one guy I saw two people actually I saw that said, well, I didn't even want them. I just woke up and went for them.
and he hit.
Okay, but you didn't want them. So, but you woke up and went for them, right?
Exactly. Come on, man. Yeah, nobody like if you even remote, even if you one foot in, one foot out, you knew about these. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let me hit the chat some more. Jay Brooks says the Celica gel packs. Okay, that's how it is. Sucta gel packs. I see them less and less. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, those little saltine joints. Um, Deacon Ariel says Sota pack. Okay, cool. So everybody kind of, I guess everybody knew what it was called, but me.
Yeah, Cecilia packs.
Cecilia packs. Okay, got you. Bobby Jones in the building says they're called silicate. All right, man. It's called something. You know, y'all
Yeah, it's
going
called them little. It's called that little pack of little clear balls that come in your shoebox.
pause. But yeah,
That pause. Yo,
pause, big time. But yeah, Jeremy Johnson says they are like humidity packs for weed, but for shoes. Well, somebody's telling us what they on. I ain't mad though, but valid point. Deacon Area says they still come with polo boots. I need to sell my joints, man. I got 2 pair of polo boots. I ain't put them things on in like 2 years, 3 years at least. It's time to just go ahead and call it a day, man. So like, yeah, like it's just made like, yeah, I need to go and put my joints on eBay for like $20 and let it go. Cause I know some people still rocking them, but it's just not me. You know what I'm saying? Rachel says, can I get my plastic shoe trees back? Dang, we pay enough, especially now. I thought they only came like those plastic ones. I thought they only did it with the Jordan 11s. So that's I don't know though. Don't quote me, but I thought they only did that with the Jordan 11s. But yeah, as far as I know, that's the only one I ever seen it with. But I haven't seen it with them in a while though. Valid point. Man with Kick says for real, Rachel, hella cheap paper nowadays. Oh, they don't even some of them don't even have the cardboards in there, but yeah, they just do the paper now. Rachel says lots of things we used to get, we don't get now. So how does anyone know what's legit or not? Valid, because they change it up randomly all the time. Like even so now, where I seen like some of the laces don't come in a little bag no more. They're putting them in the cardboard boxes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just think about it. I mean, once one person knows, everybody knows. But yeah, that's something to think about. Jeremy Johnson says, I live in Portland, Oregon, and I remember I delivered a washer and dryer to a guy who worked for Nike, and I was like, what the fuck? It was crazy how many shoes he had. He had actually player sizes of the shoes. I mean, yeah, he in there. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 314 says, get them dunks. Deacon says, I'm mad we don't get any extra laces with the taxis. Price went up as well. Yeah, it definitely should have came with like they should come with some. I think what they're coming with clear laces. I thought they came with clear and black, but I mean, I didn't hit, so I don't know. But yeah, it would be nice to have that option to rotate them out.
yeah.
Usually when they do that with those, I'll usually, and this may be cliche and corny, I'll put one color on one side and one color on the other side. But I mean, it's just, sometimes it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Kwame says, yo, minute they need to give us extra damn laces. Yeah, minimum they need to give us extra damn laces. What the fuck? Minimum Kick says, facts, Deacon. I didn't get shaken in my early pairs. It says only limited sneakers. Only shaking my head. Jeremy Johnson says, I'll change my whole fit 100. Yep, with the weather. See, that's just come with the game. Yeah, I'll change like depending on what the weather is, what you asked me earlier, don't you? Not to piggyback and go down the rabbit hole of that one. But yeah, if the weather acting funny, I'm not, because the thing is, maybe the shoe will survive it, but I know some shoes you just can't get wet. And if it's that mesh as cloth material, it's over. You get it wet, it's over. The leather will survive, but anything else, but see, most likely the leather shoes I love the most. So that's why I got to get some stuff that I absolutely positively where it's like these can be replaced even if they don't have them out anymore. You know what I'm saying? If I want them that bad, like I'll buy them again for like 200
Yeah,
bucks.
like some, what, like some shadows or something. I don't know. You don't want to just do that to some shadows. Like, just get like some all black ones. Just get like some, just some little basic ones that's not too crazy, but something that you can wear.
Yeah, basically.
It's like stuff that's easily replaceable.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Deacon Area says pretty soon they won't be shipping shoes and boxes at this rate. They better not switch that up. But I see why you say that.
They just throw them straight out the back door into your house.
Kwame says I got rainy day fits and I wear certain shoes in the rain only. Jeremy Johnson says I don't wear any of my collection in the rain. I have a Vans collection for that. The Vans are my grab and goes. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Rachel
Yeah.
says my rainy day shoe is a simple Air Force all leather. If I'm
Mhm.
feeling myself, maybe a color. Okay, okay,
I
Rachel.
say, yeah. See, I don't really get much rain here, so I
Yeah,
can't really speak on that.
yeah. But over here, like we get when I tell you my area gets every season, we get every season. Like we're in fall, we're like what a few days or a week a day week from fall. It feels like fall, which is honestly low
A
key.
week from fall, really?
Yeah, we're not that far from fall. Summer's pretty much over, bro.
It's still gonna be 80. It's still gonna be 80 degrees here, so
Nah,
that's
we
fall.
we in like 70s, 60s right now.
Like,
And honestly, low key, if I had to make this is probably the best time to be here. It's not
yeah,
overly got that random extreme hot, which it never gets super hot here, but it's like
yeah,
one of those like it's just right. And it's that weather where if you want to put joggers on, it's okay. If you want to
mm,
still be in shorts, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's the weather gray area where you can damn near wear whatever you want to wear. If you want to put on a hoodie real quick, people are not gonna look at you crazy because low key it is slightly chilly, but not that
yeah,
chilly. But I mean, if you want to drip out the fit to the max, this is the time to do it. Now, when January hit, it's over. We really feel wintertime. And I'm all saying, yeah, because you think about every one of them, I think every season is right, I mean, it's 3 months long. So yeah, we're coming up on the last 3 months of we're coming up on the last 3 months of the year. It's been a quick one, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it
yeah,
always feels like that, yeah. So
yeah,
that's part of the game. So yeah, this last 3 months, we about to have we about to have that good, decent little weather. So time to really get the fits and stuff together for sure. Plus, I'll say this too: while the market is down, and I've been telling Dunks this probably like a broken record to Dunks. Um, we're gonna have that slight little spike in if we don't. I'm gonna put it this way: I'm anticipating a spike in the sneaker like buying in or market to go back up starting in November, right? November, and usually it lasts all the way until March. But I have a feeling that if we don't see that spike for November and December, it's about to be a cold winter, man. I'm gonna say that. We won't if we don't see it in November, December, we won't see it again until like beginning of February to like getting ready for summertime because that's when I hate to be stereotypical, but that's new year, new what comes out. But
mhm.
we like I said, I
It's
don't
to flip
know.
the game back up.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have that little heat up because right now we got that like it's slight, but I think it's gonna. I think it is going back up because if you think about everybody going for everything, fire reds are selling out. Yellow toes, they didn't sit, but I mean it was a shock drop. So if these yellow toes, when they do the official drop, if they sell out, then it's like okay, cool, we're right back heading where we normally would be around this
Yeah,
time.
hmm,
So these next few weeks is gonna tell the tale though, just to keep it 100.
yeah,
Um, but what I do know is people hasn't started messing with that resale market just yet. But holiday season is around the corner too, so
hmm.
a lot of people really start keeping their hands off. Like you know what I'm saying, and I'm not
And
mad at
that's
it.
probably what a lot of people are waiting for, because
Yeah,
they know a lot of people probably will be more willing to negotiate around the holiday time too, because they want to get some extra cash for Christmas and stuff like that. So some people may be willing to negotiate $100 off at on certain shoes at some point, as the holidays get closer. So that probably could be a good time to start, like you say, wanting to start grabbing and negotiating too.
this is true. Let me touch chat. Deacon RS says my Gore-Tex ones are perfect in rainy weather. One of those most favorite pairs in my collection. Yeah, that's built. They're built for the weather though.
Yeah,
This
there
is
you go.
true.
Yeah, I forgot about the Gore-Tex ones. Yeah.
Now I was thinking about them. I just ain't never get them. No, but yeah, that was definitely a good little weather
Hmm.
sneaker. Slept on
Is the
too.
rain like repellent to that shoe or something? Do they got like that
I think
stuff where the
it's
rain just rolls off it?
yeah, somewhat water resistance. Not all the way like waterproof, but like
Yeah,
for the most part, better
because
best thing you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
Gore-Tex is that material where water just trickles right off it.
Yeah, I think
I
it
was just
covers
wondering,
only so much of the shoe, but yeah, I think so. Most definitely. I
or it's
know.
just a Jordan one with hella of that little spray sprayed on it, and they just slapped Gore-Tex on it. You know what I'm saying?
It probably
That's how you
right,
do
but
that.
yeah,
They do that
yeah,
themselves.
man. Yeah, yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? True. I highly doubt they went that in depth, but yeah, you right. Many with the kick says, I copped the Jordan 1 low OG X Black Smoke Gray for the rainy days. Okay.
See, yeah.
Um, nice. Deacon R says, I can't do low tops in the rain, Manny. I have. I definitely have. Jay Brooks says, I wear LeBrons in the rain. I wear some Jordan 10s in the rain. Okay, yeah. See, I don't even got I sold all my Jordan 10s, man. But yeah, that would be I can see the Jordan 10s being there, man. Y'all let LeBron live, man. um Manuel kicks ass with some Amari jeans, Deacon. Okay. Uh Visualize says
Very, jeez.
I mean he be drip, man. But see, he got that
Very jeans.
profession.
Oh
Yeah, I'm about to
God,
say
man, you got
he like that profession where dress
man,
code.
$1,000 jeans.
I'm about to say dress code in the barber world is like
Yeah, we discussed that. Yeah, we were like, you already know, barbers are almost automatically. It's like a requirement to get the job.
yeah, like you gotta
Hmm.
you coming in doing the
Like
styles,
you
you
can't
setting the trends, you can't come in lacking. You know
you
what I'm
gotta
saying?
be clean because you gotta appeal to your customer. You gotta be, this dude clean, he
Yeah,
fresh. I know he can cut. I know he gonna get me right. You know, you
yeah,
see a
you're
barber in there with some busted up shoes on and stuff. I'm not going to this clown man. This dude got have me. You know.
yeah, definitely. So it makes sense.
Hmm.
Let's see. Visualize says your beater dunks for me. Yeah, I wear beater dunks. Yeah, I got those for sure. Mr. 314 says so. Nike got the 1% wrong pair. So Nike got the 1% wrong pair. Um, Possibly. Manny with the kick says 300 and they still wrong. Mr. 314 says I only do go insta ship. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to go insta ship. Deacon says you're I'm assuming you're rich 314. Mr. 314 says, nah, I'm just impatient. Mandarin Kick says he got his refund for return of the I'm my year two. Deacon Corm says just one SKU at a time. That's like one style shoe. Like only can authenticate Jordan 1. Yeah, this is true. Cause I mean, like, there's so many different SKU numbers too. But I mean, how many authenticators do they really have? I know StockX put their numbers out there, but Goat and Stadium Goods didn't. So, you know, I'm still a firm believer that I mean Goat also is probably relying on that machine that they're talking about, which I hope is true. I believe it is, to do probably a bulk of their work. And then like Stadium Goods just seems like all the way left field with it now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But let's see where else where we at. Um Let's see. Deacon says, Manny, let's see. I told you Jones GOAT ain't a scam, scam X status. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Jeremy John says GOAT. Mine says being prepared. Yeah, I got my fire rest today from Martin's. Let's see. Deacon Area says, still waiting on my fire rest from Nike. Yeah, so it looks like there's probably starting slowly to ship them out then just starting. It seemed like they probably just started like this week. When I say this week, I want to say like Wednesday or something. Which I guess that's today. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I want to say that if I had to guess,
I
depending on
wonder
where you.
I wonder how Nike's week, like what how did they like their week, like so, like because obviously we know that Monday is technically, or what, Sunday, whoever you want to do it, it's the start of the work week. But I wonder, does like say like Nike and stuff have like, okay, Wednesdays are ship days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty
They
sure
ship out on Wednesdays and say maybe Thursdays, some shit like that.
they probably got a whole different team and they so big now. It's probably don't even really matter when they drop the shoe.
Hmm.
Just to be
I'm sure
100.
they're not just shipping at random. It's like, okay, here, this. They say, okay, well, we got on Wednesdays we cover the Midwest portion of the nation. You know what I'm saying? On
I mean, yeah,
Tuesdays we cover
probably.
the
Yeah,
West.
yeah, they got it in some type of order and organization. They have to. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree. Jeremy Johnson says it did say the 21st expected date. Martin says I was lucky enough to cop man size, GS size for wife, and TD size for my daughter. Happy days, sheesh. So he got it. He got the
I've
full
seen
size
it. People
family
copy
run.
multiple pairs. I've
Yeah, he
seen
got
it. So
he got the full size family run.
yeah.
Deacon says permanent penny ones came in today. I'm Okay. Oh, yo, penny ones came in today. Okay, got you. I'm returning them, but suede is the same as my 12 lot 50 dunks. Okay, got you. Penny
And I've
ones.
seen those pennies in the store. I actually went to the undefeated store.
Okay.
I saw
What you
I
think?
saw the huh
What you think of them?
um because they had the suede white pair in there, and they actually had the black pair. Um, Me personally, I don't think it's a bad shoe anyway. You know,
Yeah, yeah, like it's a classic. It's a timeless shoe. So
yeah,
I
and like
mean,
I say, it's a classic shoe, exactly. You know, and I think it's just like it's a fun little shoe, something different. You know, just to get you off of the usual. You know, just something different. You know, just a little nice little classic, but doesn't cause a lot of chaos. You know, but
yeah,
still is still very known and very respected. You know.
most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, I get what you're saying all the way. Man with Kick says penny ones are fire. Deacon Kwame says I only use goat, but I never bought anything hype though to worry about fakes. Got you. Deacon says yes, sir. Manny penny ones run big though. I recommend going true to size or maybe even a half size down. Good info to
Good to
put
know.
out there. Good to know. Rachel
Good
says
to,
I think you should need a fingerprint to check out every time. Okay. That would be interesting. Like incorporate that. I
yeah.
wonder how they would be able to do that. I mean, that's that little warm and fuzzy because that definitely that's everybody's stuff is
I'm
different.
sure that's probably something that they've already tossed in the air. But how could we physically implement that? Like, because computer
Yeah,
screens aren't touch. Well, unless you have a touch screen monitor, then which I'm
yeah.
sure the average person doesn't. But yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't.
if you're using it through the app though, you should be able, with face detection or something. You know what I'm saying? Which you kind of do that if you got Apple Pay set up. But yeah, like one of those situations. I get what Rachel means, but yeah, the best, and I get what you mean. What's going to be the best way to implement something like that without having flaws, you know? And I know, and you also got to keep in mind, no 100% system is foolproof. And whenever it is, it's only a matter of time before somebody crack it.
Yeah,
That's just my thing on it because people gonna study it. Jeremy Johnson says, "Sorry, I just came back, but if we're talking about Nike, they give the money back right away. I sent a pair back and they refunded me before they even got the shoot back. Now we was talking about Flex at first how it was. Both pairs of vast gray dunks because they were defective as fuck, and the dirty denim causes a guy uh denim cause I got the wrong size refunded as soon as I took to UPS. Okay, got you. Yeah, Nike. That's another thing too. Nike need to get yeah their factory flaws, man. It's kind of like it's hit or miss. Rachel says, "Did y'all see the article on Ye and Forbes saying he's leaving Adidas in 2026?" I heard a little something about it, but my thing is this: 2026 is still a long time from now. We in what,
yeah.
2022? That's still 3 years. Still room for a possibility of a makeup, and Adidas know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, who know? We change each and every year, but who's like you can't look back and say you the same from last year
Yeah,
at this
very true.
point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you haven't changed a lot, but over time, you're everything. So I say all that to say, like, Ye may be in a different space next year. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where you never know. So then, if not, he still got till 2025, and then summer 2026 until it's officially up.
I mean, and he's saying this about he's saying this about Adidas and Gap. And like I say,
Gap, he's a
we
little
talked
bit. It's even longer, but yeah,
we talked about this the other day, me and you, and like I told you, he better cool his brakes before they just say fuck it, cancel his whole contract altogether, give him this nice little packet to get up out of there, and say you get no split because we technically own Yeezy, we own
yeah,
you.
yeah. So
And that's what he's mad about because he knows that he Adidas owns maybe let's just say 90% of Yeezy. He probably got about 10%. That's why he's trying to negotiate that 20% because he's only probably got about 10% stake in it.
Yeah. So
So yeah, I'm saying they own the other 90% of Yeezy. So I mean, I don't even think you got enough money to fight them for that. So you might
yeah.
just you. I mean, that's what he's saying. He's gonna start his own exactly because they know because just like with the Boys in the Hood movie when he was like, you can go, but all the stuff stay.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's like that. That's how they're gonna do it. You're like, you can go, you free the door. Hey, you choose an exit.
Yeah. Like
They would tell him choose an exit. You can
yeah.
go, but this is staying right here.
I mean, it go back to the Birdman mentality, Nicki and Drake ain't going nowhere regardless. And you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Forever in
Where it's like,
business. Exactly, man.
yeah, we forever like whatever
Forever.
he got them. That's what I said. And me and my one of my coworkers, this is a long time ago. We used like when and I know it's a little off mode, but when Wayne used to argue, be F Birdman and was complaining about his contract, and we used to be like, yo, homie don't dropped. I know he had to has fulfilled the contract like already, like, and then so we just got to the point like we used to joke with like, man, what the hell did he sign? That he didn't realize that he was signing. Obviously, he obviously just trusted him because they used to be.
He was in. I'm sure he was in a lifetime contract.
That's
And
what. That's what.
he signed the shit at like 13, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, that's
And
just
it took
what.
him what? It took him 15 years into a contract to realize that something's not right.
Yeah, like hey, yeah,
I've never had to sign another piece of paperwork in 15 years.
yeah. But also they was playing off that like that's my son, that's my dad,
Yeah,
and then
and
to the
they
point.
kept him. They kept him doped up and kept and supplied him with blunts and lean and pills and all this stuff. So clearly, like he was that was at one point that seemed like that was his payment. You know, I mean, it could be because that's all you seen in him with. In any interview, all you see him with was a
Hey,
double cup
man.
and a blunt.
Hey, get off Wayne, man.
I'm not on him. I'm just
Get off
saying, like,
Wayne, man.
I'm talking about Cash Money, how they did him.
Yeah, you got a point. Like, especially like you heard how his whole voice had changed too. Like damn, man. You said was it?
You could see the toll it took on him in his
Oh
face.
yeah, some people, yeah,
How he went from looking 25 to 45.
yeah, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. It's but to get back to tie it back to yeah, I can see one of those. Now he's got his eyes open, and that is what it is.
Does he have his eyes open, or is he just like in his head again?
I personally think it's a mixture of both. He saw something he didn't like, and he's
Mm-hmm.
upset
Now
about it.
he's all in his head about it, thinking
Yeah,
that people trying to play him and the classic yay.
yeah, it's kind of one of those like you don't really tell. A lot of jobs don't really, and that's why it's one of those you don't never discuss pay. One thing
Mm-hmm.
you don't really discuss at work because 9 times 10 was you if you and this person doing the same job and you find out he or she is making more than you can be like, man, I do more. What they doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, then you're gonna narrow it down to stuff like, okay, when did they start and when did I start? We started the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah, then you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
we started the same time, then how come you know what I'm saying? You're gonna question it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those, he looked at it and it's boom, it's kind of one of those. Like I noticed I've seen it somewhere. I forgot where I read it, but one person said he really tries his best to make sure he keeps that information, like what he pays his employees, he keeps it under wraps. Cause he don't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is gonna be ticking off, they're not gonna see it how the top person see it of however they made that decision of why he so and so is getting something there's y'all aren't doing nothing different. Um, so you know how it is. That's just how it in general, that's just how we are trained to think. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Men with the Kick says finally, and I hear about that. Rachel, I need those off-white Jordan 1 yellow joints. Yeah, those are cold. Those are cold, man. Deacon Aaron says off-white Jordan 4 bread is the best to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the sad part is never even dropped. So Jeremy Johnson, wow, my own first name. But anyway, infrared fours. Those are dope. Jawan's closet says, yo, what's good? What's good, Jawan's?
Yo, what's
What's
going
good?
on?
Deacon says off-white bread fours is friends and family only. Yeah, and they must be really keeping them between friends and family. Because even though we've seen that, how many Travis Scott friends and family have we seen? Rarely, but we've seen it where it's floating around on the resale in the resale shops. Strong possibility they are fakes, or you know what I'm saying. And you, like I said, it's something that, but those bread forwards, you can't even find them. To the best of my knowledge, you can't even find them on the resale market. So I mean, they really kept them with friends and family. So they must be like really, really
Yeah,
limited.
nobody's ready to. If like I say, if this is true, we'll see them come out in a few years. Like I would say, probably about 2 years, they'll pop up. People will finally somebody will get their hands on them and
That's a
want.
shoe you can think that Nike always got. And thing is, we got mock-ups, and even if it ain't even really made, they can make it.
Yeah,
Think about that.
exactly.
It's kind of
You
one of those.
always got that in the chamber, you know.
I'm about to say,
I'm
yeah,
sure they've got
that's that
all the
ace.
off-white plans that they plan to do. They've got them all already, you know.
Yeah, and this is that one ace. Whereas, like, if any sneaker company think they finna come in and take the top spot, we'll drop the. You know what I'm saying? It's one
Boom,
of those like,
boom,
oh,
drop it on you.
yeah, it's like, okay, we'll let y'all have. It's kind of one of those. Nike gonna always win the war. Like these other
Yeah.
companies can come in and battle for like, it's simple. Nike probably be like they do it for a month or two or day or two or a couple months. We let y'all have that, but we gonna, what I'm saying, win in or if when we tired of it, we got this is one of the aces we got. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they should do? Brands should collab. Nike and New Balance. Think about that.
Yeah, but
Something like
I
that.
don't
Like,
think that's gonna happen because
I mean, it probably never happen. But
yeah, I don't
think if
think
something
that's
like
gonna
that was
happen.
to happen.
Yeah. But I think I seen that one thing too what Rachel them talking about. And I think the one of the original, like one of the people that was working at Adidas, I think from that article I seen, um, him and Ye share similar, like a lot of like similar stories, because where he actually used to work at New Balance, and then when he came up with a certain concept and he didn't like his deal, and that's how he ended up going with Adidas, because he was doing a lot of designing of the shoe. And I think he went to Reebok and then he ended up going to Adidas. I saw this, yeah, I definitely saw this now. But Ye was apparently, rumor has it, right now that we got it out there, the guy, because the guy don't work for Adidas no more, that Ye is cool with, that really brought him on, that really has that shares the same vision, which he's the guy, I think he is the one who designed
JJJ Sound.
no, not him.
No,
He
the other guy. Remember I told you I was reading his article the other day on YouTube.
he's the guy he's the guy who created he created the Wave Runners. So yeah, he
Oh,
created the Wave, he helped design the Wave Runners.
oh, the
So
one white guy.
yeah, the white dude, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Rumor
I'm
had
talking about the other guy.
Yeah, rumor has it, whenever Ye starts up his own after he's done with Adidas, he's going to basically he's gonna
Try to
him and that
take
guy
in.
gonna go into business together and do their own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
the
remember that's what I was trying to tell you the other day. And like I said, I guess you just didn't remember. Remember when he was doing his little rant on saying that he was gonna start his own company and stuff. Remember he brought up that SaaS company. Remember?
yeah. I didn't know what you were talking about
Yeah, and
though.
that's why I sent you a picture of because I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
look,
I remember you sent me
look,
that
it's
joint.
Kanye.
Yeah, but see, I didn't get it at the time,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
I know. I see. I was like, look, it's Kanye, and I thought you would be like, I thought you would get it right then and there, like.
nope. And then you got mad at me and your brother. I'm like, I asked you to elaborate, and you left it alone. I was like, okay, all right, well, never mind then. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
left it at that. I left it at that. It is what it is. I mean, we weren't mad for real, but it's kind of one of those like, yo, just give
Yeah,
me
no, I was like, yeah, I was like, how the fuck you don't know what I'm talking about, man? We literally just talked about this.
sorry.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
that's like I said. That was what the mindset. Like you, like, how don't you remember this stuff? Like, but yeah, it is. Is I wonder is he gonna take over that company? Though? I wonder are they gonna sell it to him?
Oh, maybe.
Because apparently, I read up on the company is like an organic shoe company. They make the stuff out of like organically sourced like materials and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I didn't
So
even I didn't even go that far into it like you
yeah,
did. It's probably what I basically just told you. Like I went over it just enough to be dangerous with it. You know what I'm saying? But I
yeah,
didn't go into full like detail.
yeah.
Let me hit the chat real quick. Man with Kick says, "Fuck that, like Travis Scott friends and family joints." Oh, them purple joint. They need to stop playing and go ahead and make a just official
Oh,
pair with
that's
those.
forever. That's forever in my top five.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and just stop playing and put that in there, put it out there and let it go, man. That's not fair. I
Yeah,
mean it's Nike at the end of the day, but I
even
agree.
the brown ones
Yeah,
or chocolate, whatever he wants to call them.
yeah, mocha.
Yeah, whatever. So whatever special brown he has, exactly.
um,
He just
deep.
make that his color, Travis Mocha.
Yeah, I don't think you can own a
Make that a
color
new
though.
color. Make that a new
I
color.
don't.
It's
Yeah,
special.
I mean it'll just be. It's gonna be tied to him regardless. Deacon Rat says my bread fours are tanks worn over 100 times and they still look brand new. Yeah, that's the new joints. Yeah. Facts, Manny. Friends and family have the best pairs. That is fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see where we at. Manuel King says yes, sir. Deacon, f that price though. Yeah, ain't nobody. I'm not getting nobody no double digit number for a shoe. Um, Ricardo Dean Chen says, "Sup, my bro? JJ was good." Kwame says, "It rains a lot where I live. I gotta have that all leather high top ready." Facts. Jeremy Johnson says, "Sounds like you're close to me. Weather is lame here." The same here from Jeremy Johnson again says, "Gore-Tex ones are fully waterproof." Okay, got you. I thought they was resistant, but they're fully waterproof. Makes sense. Deacon always says they don't absorb any water. I got it. Yeah, that's what resistant basically is. Yeah. Jeremy Johnson says, props to you, Jeremy. Jeremy, you're the only one on the internet who reads every single comment. Mad respect. Man, this is one of those like I try to catch every when y'all comment on my videos, that really be me going through reading them one by one and giving my true like input on it. So in case, because sometimes I miss like people who will reply back to what I like. They'll say something, I reply, and they reply. Sometimes I miss those. I've been trying to catch those. Sometimes I miss the follow up reply. So this live is like, if you hear, I'm really trying to touch everybody because it's really, really like me and Dunk's been trying to sell for a minute. It's really at this point about it's really about building. I want to build a true sneaker community. Is what I want to build. I want to build that true sneaker community back where it's sold out. And I told Dunce before, like I wouldn't. Hopefully, when and if the numbers and stuff get right, I would love to take it to like we become like that official podcast. You know what I'm saying? Just two homies kicking it together and then it turned into something serious. But we're not here to rush the process either. You know what I'm saying? We're just here to really, really to building the community, the sneaker community back the way I saw it growing up and the way me and Dunk saw it growing up. That's where my mindset is on it right now, and it's gonna take some time.
Mm-hmm. And we've had this conversation off camera. I texted Jeremy probably about 2 weeks ago, and I asked him personally. I was like, "Where do you want this to go? Where do you see it going?" And we discussed that off camera about the plans that we have for it and everything. And they weren't. I don't have any problems with what he said. I'm full on board with whatever we do with it. But I do want to keep it, like somebody mentioned last week. They said, I hope you guys stay small because it gets harder when you start to get bigger. But for me, what I want is I want the growth, but with that hometown or with that homegrown feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Organic growth feel. I don't want it to be like where we get like, or if something happens and we do get to a certain status with it, and saying and we start falling into the
yeah,
ads and start falling into the weird sponsors and stuff like that. Like obviously all that's good and great because obviously that's showing that people's taking interest in what you do, but I don't want us to be like more commercial or corporate. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel like honestly, we when and or if that time ever come, we gonna be. I'm gonna do very best. Um, to be very, very selective in detail. And I don't want to be one of those we just gonna rush and sign it just because hey, finally somebody notices.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be one of those. We will say we take it, cool. We're gonna read over it and we still need some time to think about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I know you got to strike while the iron's hot, but I still would like to. We still get that time to think, because I mean, obviously, if somebody ever get us to that point, we obviously doing something right. And hell, low key, I don't want to be one of those situations where like, yo, we never really needed these suckers to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a firm believer in sometimes, I don't mind making changes and upgrading things, but at the same time, I'm also a firm believer if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just, it's just a lot of stuff to think into it. But appreciate that, Jeremy Johnson.
Hmm.
JD Malevin says buying early sneakers without a box has no value on resale afterwards. Just saying, I agree. Um, I feel like they're even harder to move. There's people out there that buy them, but you gotta honestly, that's like a meet in person, and you known this person before, and you know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I still wouldn't want to do it. But I'm just saying, like, that's one of those me. If I was to do that, that's where it is. I'm like, oh, he's explained like me. It has to be somewhere like you're gonna get the box later, homie. We just can't because it's like you said, it's early. So, but I don't even do super early shoes for. But I'm not knocking the people who do that because I know they're getting them directly from a source, per se. Some people just go straight on StockX or Gold and do their thing. But Man with the Kick says, I rent my wheels to buy my boys to do Uber on the weekday that we are not wasting more money at the moment. Um, let's see. Kwame says, I'd be afraid of letting everyone else drive my cars. Oh, okay. So you rent your car out to let people do Uber and stuff like that. Okay. Got you. I mean, but I'm with Kwame though. I don't like anybody just behind my vehicle because if something happen, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Extra 804 days though, Kwame. Basically, I mean, yeah, as long as everything go right, it's foolproof. But I'm with
I
Kwame though. It's
mean,
kind of
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
but
it's kind of one of those.
technically,
You gotta trust though. You gotta
yeah,
have a
that
trust.
person's on the job trying to make money too. So clearly, obviously, most of the time accidents, can't be they won't be your fault, but um in case they are, unfortunately. But I say I don't really, especially if you have somebody else's life in your hands,
Yeah, true.
I'm sure that you're probably sitting on a goose egg.
Yeah, true. Let me hit the chat some more because we at the 2 hour 23 minute mark. We're gonna close out on the 30 mark. So just a few more minutes, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Just staying that, hit that like
So
button. Hit that like button if y'all haven't done so already. Hit the like button. Um Kwame says, yeah, that's not a bad trade. Rachel says, see, I'm thinking Ye not gonna release no new models before 2026. He also said Chase wouldn't give him a loan. So yeah, he really in a rock and a hard place. Cause I mean, like, my thing is this. Me and Dunks had this conversation before on and offline. He may be worth a Billy, but the what he wanna do, he got it, right? But it's one of those, if he was to run it all himself, he gonna feel it in his pockets.
I mean,
Hard.
it's gonna send him back to Chicago and that in that studio that he was in.
Yeah, he gonna have to sacrifice. But if he gets a loan and he got a foolproof brick, that's basically how it is. If you can get the loan off if you know your plan is foolproof, and of course who you are, that helps too. But
Hmm.
I'm assuming they probably didn't grant him the loan because they know of his caliber. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he going through Chase, but not like the regular people where we gonna go up and we need to go get a loan to start a business. Plus, I'm pretty sure the number he's asking for is probably nowhere near what we would ask for. You know what I'm saying? He's just got to put those factors in there. But I understand what you mean, Rachel, for sure. Kwame says, you may be right, Rachel. Kwame says, Ye not going to let Adidas take or have any more of his creative geniuses. I don't blame him. Yeah, so I agree. They may be done with the models because,
Yep, and he's just gonna do re-releases until his contract's out.
I mean, to be honest, if they was to do that, there's that Adidas about to eat because we already said we're expecting what the Pirate Blacks, and if they do until his contract is up, if they do the other one, then we got the Moon Rocks the following year. They got money to be made. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, Adidas is not in a bad spot yet. It's Ye's that's in that
Hmm.
little rock in a hard spot. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. Um, yeah, Kwame says they could easily survive off just a few silhouettes they got already. Basically, what I was just saying.
Hmm.
Let's see. Kwame, Manny with the Kick says, for real, Kwame. Rachel says Waxner. Okay, got you. Dan Anderson says, "Hell yeah, that's what's up in organic sneaker community. You reading all the comments truly makes it feel like a community. Other channels don't get that. You let everyone be a part of the conversation. Most definitely. And I will say this: a lot of those other channels, though, they are to play devil's advocate, and I appreciate it. And I'm not knocking your comment because I love it. They are a lot bigger, so I know if the numbers get bigger." It is going to be hard to read everybody's comment. That's why I went to this kind of format to make sure um, I have the comments just rolling on the screen at all times. But also because I know Dunk's like the other platform where I could actually click it and put it up on there and stuff like that too. So it's like it's always like a give and take situation. You know what I'm saying? But I figured if I'm going to read them together, this one be like more. When I said it, it's kind of like I get more customization on this one for the free. You know what I'm saying? But we may switch back to that. I wonder if the numbers grow and everything like that. That's just how I met it. Menelik says Anderson 100. Jeremy Johnson says 14 people here. You should be 14 likes. Run it up, people. Facts, man. Y'all show love, man. Definitely smash that like button. Devin Dunk says that was me.
What
LOL.
was that last like?
Oh, that last like that was you. Okay.
I was holding up the 14.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. Appreciate that, man. Because what dunks, like that's how we work as a team. What I'm seeing on my end is not on Dunk screen, but Dunk watches the live on mute to make sure we everything looking good and sounding good. So Deacon Air Reality says, great live stream. Thanks, Jeremy and Dunk's fire. Dan Aaron says, don't
Always.
be too humble. A lot of these big channels never started out like this. You are making real roots with your people. That's the point. And I don't know if you caught the other lies, right? And we gonna end on this note too. We got 2 minutes before I want to get up out of here. Me and Dunks would ultimately, like, once everything get right, we would actually like to have our own true sneaker convention. You know what I'm saying? Of the people, real people, like, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all we gonna meet, and me and Dunks already kind of had our heart set on a location. We don't confirm that, where we could take it back to like the old days, but have some cool events there, food trucks there. Dunks got us on that. Me and Dunks really talk about this stuff behind the scenes. Dunks
Yeah.
is right now testing out some other quality for the merch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing too. The shirts and stuff, like I don't know if y'all bought, because we ain't made that many sales on it. I'll keep them 100, but nothing wrong with Teespring and all them or Spring. But me and Dunks is right though. Like, we want the stuff we have. We want, if we expecting a certain quality, we want to hold it y'all too. You know what I'm saying? We trying to not say, yeah, we ain't finna be like Balenciaga or some quality, but like we want at least decent stuff that's gonna feel good to the skin, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we really trying to take it to like, just really on some real like down to earth vibes. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yep.
uh, Deacon Ariel says facts. Dan 100. Jay Brooks says always a pleasure to watch you too. Great live. All right, okay. Let's see. I need to get that shirt. Deacon Ariel says. Rachel says great conversation. Y'all most definitely, man. Yeah, we right at the 30-minute mark coming on up, and I think we can end it off here, and then we can pick back up on Saturday with another topic. This week, low key, I don't think no real major dramas happen just because honestly, we like, even though it's Wednesday, we've been hit with some back-to-back heat, low key.
Yeah.
Surprise,
It's been a rough month for the
yeah,
last 30 days for sure.
most definitely. We just had the taxi ones, the yellow toe joints, and
Mm-hmm.
then we just had the what was that? Off-white. Why am I forgetting? We
Yeah.
had the off-white dunks hit us hard. And now we got J Balvin's, which technically they count. I mean, ain't nobody really gonna be checking for them on the
Man,
weekend.
this
But
whole thing started off with those reverse mochas. That set everybody up for failure.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, Nike control the game how they want to control it, man.
Yeah.
And I'm
But
gonna
they
just
just started off bad, man. It was just a snowball effect from there, you know?
yeah. But like I said, Nike, if anybody gonna like bounce back, so to speak, Nike's a bounce backer, man. Like I said, they got so much stuff in the chamber, but also to play devil's advocate, they had stuff going against them too, like the shipping. Obviously, Nike have setbacks too. They just honestly, I can say this: Nike don't never just say anything on making excuses. They just keep grinding.
Yeah. You
Like
never hear
other
Nike
people,
talk back about any controversy there in.
yeah, they don't even address, like, the only one they truly had to address, and that was like at the beginning of like when the pandemic started when the Ann Herbert with her son got exposed and all that crap. That's the
Mhm.
only one, but they handled that by replacing
But
her.
yeah, and that was also a more in-house affair. So they obviously had to give the public something because you guys,
Yeah,
what's the way you guys just let her get away with it? It hit them more personal because it was one of their own people in house. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. True. So that one makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Dan Anderson says, "Hell yeah, man! I don't talk a lot, but I watch all your videos. Cheers, fellas. Definitely." Jeremy Johnson says, "I'll buy some merch. I'm new here, but I fuck with y'all. Appreciate it, man. We
Oh yeah.
definitely working on that, getting some quality. I also want to do a style of also not only quality, but I want it to be stuff that me and Dunks would actually truly really wear. So, and I know
Mhm.
that's where me and Dunks is finding that happy medium. Not even to argue or debate. We're just really, really be in the brainstorming stages of trying to get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sometimes it takes a minute to get it all right. My bank account hurts for sure. Oh yeah, this definitely been a bit, and that's why I told Dunks all the time, man. I'm like, yo, one thing about it, even if you got everything for retail, this is an expensive hobby. You know what I'm saying? It's expensive hobby. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that. Manny
Yep.
with the kick says, you gotta let me design one of those sold out shirts, man. Funny Manny with the kicks, Dunks was actually we was
Nah.
talking about that too. He had an idea, something that you always come up with. He's like, yo, we should put that on the shirt because it's something you always bring up. So like we definitely been in corp. We also pay attention to what you guys say too, man. So
Hmm.
uh Dunks had a good idea, and I confirmed. In fact, that actually happened. That conversation literally happened today. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. That
So
was this morning, right?
yeah, that was this morning. I was saying, man, me and Dunks literally we if you look at our conversation, like, man, what y'all want to talk about? Because y'all be all over the place, and it's just like we just
Hmm.
roll with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
yeah, we got one of your ideas in the chamber, Manny, and definitely even Dunks had an idea of how we gonna make sure we let you know. It's not one of those like we're taking your idea and not gonna tell you about it. It's kind of one of those Dunks like, cool, you were the inspiration behind it, and we got you on this too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not one of those. We're not even that. We're not selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Um, Jeremy Johnson says, I see you, and Deacon Area says, fire Manny. Yeah, so we've been on this joint 2 hour and 33 minutes, 34 minutes now. Let's go ahead and close things out. We will be back Saturday. Appreciate everybody for coming through and rocking with us, showing love. 2 hours seems a little long, but I mean, like at the end of the day, when the conversation get flowing, it get flowing. Sometimes we get out to a slow start, but that's just how I go. And at the end of the day, this is like podcast style, but again, it's for the community. Um,
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy Jones. I make content about sneakers. Y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you like sneakers content and just random try on hauls. And sometime y'all gonna see me up here with the Wingstop joint, man. But smash the like button. Sorry about the mess up on the edit today, but y'all just know that like, dang, Jeremy grinding, and I'm not gonna stop putting out content as long as I see that people are communicating and active. And we will be back on this thing on Saturday. And Dunks, I'm gonna let you take us out, man.
Huh? With that being said, you guys know me. I'm Dunks. Me and Jimmy do this for you guys. Like he just mentioned, we've been on this thing for about 2.5 hours. It's not hard to talk, but it's hard to listen. You know, it's hard to grab somebody's attention for 2 seconds, let alone 2 hours. And you guys sit here with us and listen to us and put your input and give us your honest opinion on certain things. And you guys will address us directly and let us know, you know, what you guys think about certain things. So I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you guys accepting me into what Jeremy already had going on. I remember when I first presented this to Jordan. I mean Jordan. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of my son. I love you, son. But when I first presented this to Jeremy, I was kind of afraid at first because I was like, I don't want to step on anything that he already got going on. He's already so deep into this, and I know so little. But I presented it to him one time, and he was with it. That I suggested it one time, he was with it. It wasn't like no type of well, let me think about it. Let me see what I can move around, what I do to try to fit you in. It was just one of those. I was like, hey, why don't we just you already talked about it? Why don't you just take it live? And he was like, you know what? I never thought about going live. He was like, let's test it out, see how it works. And here we are now. You know.
Most definitely. Almost at the year mark, really, when we
Yeah,
started this thing.
but yeah, just to close it out, like I say, once again, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Jeremy. I've learned a lot. I mean, with the what I did know, I've learned a lot more. Um, and like I say, I'm learning every day. Still, I'm learning from you guys. I'm learning from Jeremy. I appreciate it. I hope you guys stay rocking with us, and we're gonna all take this thing to the next level. You guys are gonna be right there with us.
Most definitely, man. We are officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.